What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season finale before the playoffs. That's right, playoffs. They're already in the playoffs? Yes, they are in the playoffs. They got a week off after this, and then they go to Milwaukee Mile for their very first playoff race. But we're going to bring you the live coverage, flag to flag coverage of the Clean Harbors 250 here at the Richmond Raceway. And we're looking forward to having a great night with you guys. If you tuned in during the NASCAR practice and qualifying stream, wow, what a stream we had. But congratulations to my Denny Hamlin getting the pole. Unbelievable. Came out of nowhere, but he stole one. He took one out of the candy jar and took a pole for tomorrow night's race, the Cookout 400. So, man, oh man, what a race. We had almost 18, almost 19,000 views for that. Unbelievable. Welcome, a good welcome back to get it started. And now we get our first race since our first race back, and it is the Clean Harbors 250. So, but let's talk about some playoffs. Playoffs, as Jim Moore. Where's the Jim Moore? I should have a song or something for Jim Moore. But let's take a look really quick at the playoffs here. Corey Heim is in the lead. And then you got Christian Eckes on the pole tonight. Christian Eckes on the pole. And then Nicholas Sanchez, and then Ty Majeski. There's Raj Caruth, Tyler Ankrum, Grant Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Ben Rhodes, Taylor Gray. Now, here are the guys that are out of the playoffs, and they need some fun. So, Daniel Dye is 5 points out. Stuart Friesen is 16. Matt Crafton, he's 43 points out of the playoffs, and then Chase Birdie, and then I don't know about Dean Thompson. I don't see it happening. But these four guys here, 11, anybody below 11 needs a win to get in. Now, my pick tonight is Christian Eckes, but I am going to go Matt Crafton is my dark horse tonight. Matt Crafton wins it, the 88, gets in the playoff. That's my dark horse tonight, Matt Crafton. But we'll be bringing the live audio to you guys on the FS1 broadcast. Here's just a little bit. That doesn't start here for about 9 more minutes. I don't know if we're going to have pre-race ceremonies or not. I don't think we will, but we'll see what happens. But we'll see how it is. What's up, everybody? 97 Cobra, what's going on? Jack says, Little Jack picked Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes safely in the playoffs right now. Ben Rhodes in 9th, but anything could happen. A wreck, and he might be out. So these guys here at the bottom here, he's plus 22. Now, Tanner Gray is the one that needs to be worried. He's plus 5. But we'll see how this goes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to On The Go at CeeLo. We do NASCAR here on our channel. And there it is. So let's take a look at the lineup here for your Craftsman Truck Series Clean Harbors 250. Christian Eckes on the pole. He is my pick tonight. Christian Eckes for the win. It was Corey Heim last race, so now it's got to be Christian Eckes, or it's always Ty Majeski as well. So we'll see how that all goes down. No, Ty Majeski won last time, right? At the Indianapolis Speedway. Is the tickets tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow we're going to be giving away the free passes, the VIP passes tomorrow sometime during the race. So make sure you guys are in our chat for tomorrow. Grant Enfinger in 3rd, 9th, 4th, Lane Riggs, 5th, the one William Swalich, the ARCA driver. He won a couple times while we were on the break. Corey Heim in 6th, Taylor Gray there 7th, Caden Honeycutt in 8th, 9th, Nick Sanchez 10th, Taylor Ankrum 11th. There's Ben Rhodes, 12th, Stuart Friesen. He needs a win to get in. Daniel Dye as well, and Dean Thompson. Those guys, 12, 13, 14, need a win to get in. We'll see what happens. Bailey Curry, Roger Caruth. There's Billy Vo's boy, Raj Caruth. Matt Crafton. There's my dark horse pick. 18th, Matt Mills. All these guys. Ty Dillon, Chase Purdy, Connor Hall, Brent Holmes, Jake Garcia, Timmy Hill, Lawless Allen, Tanner Gray. Connor Zillich made the announcement this week that he is going to be full-time next year in a junior motorsports car in that 88. So congrats to him. Connor Jones in 28th, 29th, Stephon Parsons, 30th, Thad Moffitt, 31st, Mason Massey, 32nd, Spencer Boyd, 33rd, Mason Maggio, 34th, Justin Carroll, 35th, Keith McKee, and 36th, Jerry Bowman. So there is your lineup tonight. Yeah, that's right. So Majeski won it, and so Christian Eckes and Heim are desperate for a win. So we'll see what happens. But the broadcast will start here in about 7 minutes, but I wanted to come on a little early to get everything in. So, yeah, so the giveaway will be tomorrow sometime during the race. Can't tell you when. You'll just have to stick around the whole entire time before it happens. So we'll see how it goes. But you have to be present in the chat when it happens. So what's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Hope everybody's having fun. Northern Average Individual, what's going on? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. All right, so hit that like button for us. And let me see who you got tonight to win. Who do you have to win tonight? Is it going to be Corey Heim, Christian Eckes, a dark horse? What you got? Genius Math, hi there, everyone. I hear you, buddy. What you got? Let me see. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello to everybody in the chat. Russ, North Average Individual, Russ the Hunter, Genius Math, Kyle, what's going on? Good to see you. 97 Cobra, Brawny, Frost Ice. Who else is here? Jack, what's going on? Billy Voles, Jimmy, JT, what's going on? Menace, hello. Hit that like button. That's right. Daniel Berry and everybody else that was here earlier. Thank you guys so much. If you are new to us, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit that like button for us because we would love for us to gain some more. We'll see if we get to 18,500 tonight. That would be awesome to see if we could do that. But Lord Withrow dropping those Corey Heim emojis. We have emojis. It's a Ben Rhodes night. JSP says in that 99. So we'll see what happens. But what's up, Karen? Good to see you as well. So tonight, no cameras as always with the Craftsman Truck Series unless they surprise us with cameras, which I don't think they will. But who knows? You never know. I don't think they will. In the chat from Bristol, hoping for Marty 19. Speaking of Bristol, yes, I heard someone said earlier in the chat on our qualifying stream, did you hear about the Bristol Braves versus Reds, the Bristol Motor Speedway? Yes, I'm hoping to go. I'm hoping to be there. I would love to be there. I went to the football game when Tennessee played Virginia Tech, and I want to be there for a baseball game. I know some people at Bristol, so we'll see how that works. I got Zillage to win. Good job. Oh, he deleted it. I guess he decided not to. Oh, no, he did. Jerry said, I got Zillage to win. All right. But welcome in, everybody. Hello, Samson. Good to see you. Grant Infinger, Marcus, Genius Mascot, Corey. Who else? Corey Heim. It's Heim time, Jason says. Grant Infinger for Samson. The one for Cobra. Let's see what else you got. I got Engineer to win. It's Heim time, Lord Withrow says. So we just got about 4 more minutes. I'm watching the Kevin Harvick happy hour. He interviewed Roddy Childress. If you know about Roddy Childress, that happened, I think, right after our break. He is going to the 7 Spire Motorsports car in the NASCAR Cup Series. He's going to be their crew chief. So he's leaving of course, the 4. He's not able to stay because the 41 is going to be staying up. Cole Custer is going to be the driving that in the 41. And they're moving in. Does LaJoy move over to trucks in the Spire Motorsports and trucks? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But he's not returning to the 7 car in the Cup Series, so we'll see what happens. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hit that like button for us. Our first goal is 100 likes, and we'll move on from there. But thank you guys. I wanted to let you know that my fiance and I got to meet the Macho Man Brady Bacon last Wednesday night at the Circle City Raceway dirt track. There you go. Oh yeah. Kyle Busch's arms got wrapped. What's up? Long as it's a Chevy, it's a winner. Tracy says, what's going on? Raj Caruth for Karen. Awesome. So looking forward to the race today. We'll see if we can get some pre-race ceremonies. Maybe we will. We'll see what happens. Maybe we will. But glad to be back. Glad to have some great racing to bring you guys. We'll be doing the next 4 races on our channel. The next 4 races straight through. We're doing this week, Michigan, Daytona, and Darlington. Will you show the race? I cannot, Matthew. That is against the policy. You cannot show the race. That is big time copyright. So we're not allowed to show the race. NASCAR.com supplies us with cameras for the Xfinity races and the NASCAR Cup Series races, but they do not for the truck races. So I will not be able to do that. We'll be bringing the live audio of the FS1 broadcast. We'll have the live leaderboard here for you, and we'll have a lot of fun. And I can always scroll up and down to let you know where our drivers are. So should be fun. 250 laps tonight. 200. It's 187 miles, I believe it is. But welcome back, everybody. Where can you watch the race? On FS1, on the FS Fox Sports app. As long as you have a provider, that's what you have. We're back for some racing. That's right, Albert. So we're just waiting on John Thompson with a subscribe. Thank you so much, John Thompson. Appreciate it. John Tompkins. Thank you so much. So this should be going off here very shortly. I don't know what's going on here. But hit that subscribe, hit that like button for us. We'd love to get some more folks in here to learn. CeeLo, possibly have a great and safe night. The fiance and I are going out to dinner. Take care, and I will stop by tomorrow night's race. Awesome, Jason. Have a good night. Have a good time. Sounds like a Texas Roadhouse night. Hello, listening while I'm working. Awesome, Eric. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in here. And let me see where you guys are from. I guess we're waiting on this start here. Where are you guys from? Who's farthest away from CeeLo? Let me see. Who are you from tonight? I am from Tennessee. That's where I'm from. So where are you guys from? I'm from Tennessee, hence the shirt. I'm a big Orange fan. We do a lot of stuff here on the channel. We do NASCAR. We do Atlanta Braves baseball. We do Tennessee Volunteer stuff. Melstone, Montana. Really, Billy? I didn't know that, Billy. Listening from Vegas, Josh says. I was born in South Carolina, but currently live in Illinois. Bronny's in the same time zone as I am. California, SoCal for Suzanne, straight Bramhead, Arkansas. And hey, we're on. We're on, y'all.
Harbors 250. Tonight,
Arkansas, Virginia, Utah, NorCal, North Dakota, Kyle says.
In the playoffs. There's a lot on the line for our bubble
Ooh, we might get
drivers.
pre-race ceremonies.
Like Tanner Gray trying to make the playoffs for the first time. He sits on the bubble. 5
I believe
points
with
to the good.
17-year-old on a
Starts
fast short
26th,
tracks.
The worst of all drivers trying to race their way
That's
in.
great. I'm near
And
Altamont.
Daniel Guy, the
Awesome.
20-year-old is in his second full-time season and is coming on strong. He's gained almost 30 points to the bubble the last 5 races. He starts 13th. And Stuart Friesen. He was the first to miss the playoffs last year, hoping to change his luck this time around. He's 16 points out as it sits. And Ben Rhodes, he's the defending series champion. He sits 22 points above the cut line. He has a knack for stepping up when it counts most. Can he do it again? Let's now go trackside for the pre-race ceremony.
We're going to get pre-race ceremonies.
Fans, please rise as you're able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Thomas Dale High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation, please welcome Fort Gregg Adams Chaplain, Captain Kevin McCarty.
I invite you to join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, your word tells us that in the beginning you made all things, and that when you were done, it was very good. We're also told that you made us in your image, and in that image is the desire to do all things well. Today, these drivers come together to compete and to excel in what they do. They and their teams will take to the track and push themselves and their equipment to the limits in order to achieve victory. They will reveal your image in them as they seek to run their race well. So we ask that you might empower them for this race. Give them strength of mind, body, and equipment. Grant them safety on the track and in the pit, and grant safety to all of us in the stands. And grant all of us, no matter where we may be, the joy of a race that is very good, just as your work was at the beginning of time. In your Son's name I pray, amen.
Here to perform our
USA
national
in the
anthem,
chat,
please
y'all.
welcome Nashville charting artist from Smithfield, Virginia, Celeste Kellogg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for Celeste's performance of our national anthem.
And we welcome you inside on this Saturday evening. So happy to have you. It's a very warm evening, but we're happy to have you. I'm Jamie Little. He's Phil Parsons. That is Michael Waltrip. So we're talking about the playoffs. So this is it. The cut line happens tonight. It's over after that. We move on to the playoffs. 10 drivers make it. 7 have locked their way in. 3 remain tonight.
Yeah, we went to Daytona in February, and every driver's goal is to make the playoffs. Well, after the first 5 races, we already had 4 drivers locked in and said, this is going to be easy, right? We're going to figure this out before we get to Richmond. Not so fast. It took us 10 more races to lock any more drivers in. We did that at IRP last race with 3 drivers. You see Taylor Gray. He's very, very comfortable up there. He is, no doubt, we're going to put him in ink in the playoffs. But then you talked about the numbers. Ben Rhodes, 22 ahead. That's a pretty good cushion, but those other guys, it's going to be a fight. They've all showed flashes of brilliance this year.
Steven?
And I'm telling you, it's anybody's race for those last 2 positions.
Well, we'll be talking a lot about the playoffs and following along. But, Michael, we're going to crown a regular season champion
Heim.
tonight.
Thanks, David.
It's come down to Corey Heim, Christian Eckes. It's been all about those 2 gentlemen.
All year long, they've won the most races. They've led the most lap. They're 1-2 in the points. And it's been great battles. But things got a little bit heated last time out in Indianapolis. You can see off turn 2, Corey Heim thinks there was a bit of a squeeze play by Christian Eckes there. Corey had a flat tire, thought it cost him his whole night. He came back and let Christian know that he was not pleased with him. Squeezed him up there, gave him a little boot in the back end there. And when they got to pit road, words were exchanged. But this was very professional. It was very civil between the 2. Then Christian even said, you know, I think I'd have been mad too. So you talk about the bubble and all those boys. What about
What's
this
up,
guy?
Rodney?
He's
Good
never
to
missed
see
the
you.
playoffs.
Dallas.
I think Matt
F-ball
Crafton
prods.
can win this race tonight and
JT.
upset your whole apple cart with all your bubble talk, Phil. This guy's going to be fast. He was good here a year ago. Top 10 in both stages and the race. Watch Matt Crafton tonight. He's a veteran. He's going to lean on all that experience.
Matt Crafton is one of 18 drivers who could win the race tonight and advance into the playoffs. Well, Richmond, it's the capital of Virginia, and tonight plays host to race number 16. We'll drop the green flag next.
All right, we got commercials actually, but welcome in the ones that are just coming in. Hit that like button for us. We're going to be bringing you the live coverage, flag-to-flag coverage of the Clean Harbors 250. So I don't check NASCAR.com just to make sure, but I don't think we have any cameras tonight. But what's up, Rodney? What's up, man? Hello, CeeLo. David Farmer says, how's things in East Tennessee? I'm not in East Tennessee, but I am doing good, brother. Welcome in. Welcome in. Mountain Billy, play ball. That's right. Kelly says, hello, CeeLo and race fans. What's up? Good to see you. Thank you guys for all the prayers and amens and everything. Did you see my message? I did not. Let me roll back up here and see if I saw it. If not, you'll have to say it again if I didn't see it. Albert says, I want Daniel Dye to make the playoffs. Roger says, Mississippi Rebels are coming for the SEC crown. We'll see what happens. Woodstown, New Jersey. Dude, what's up, Tracy? Welcome back, Tracy. Thanks for the great show. I'm in Altamont. Awesome. You're welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. And, yep, I hope prayers for you, JT. Prayers for you, buddy. But hello, hello. So thank you guys so much for coming in. You wish you're a mod. I know, Kyle, but thank you for being here. Thank you for the support with the membership and everything. I appreciate you. Little Jack pegged Taylor Gray to win tonight. Wow, that'll be a big win for him to get in the playoffs, but we'll see. It's going to be kind of hard to beat Majeski or Eckes or Heim. Those 3 guys are pretty strong. Just seems like those 3 guys are the only ones doing anything in the truck series. But let's see if we can get some more folks in here. Oh, I forgot to put the, hold on a second. Let me do the trucks in here. I thought I already had it in here. Boop, boop. Thought something looked plain. Let's go up here. There we go. Now I don't feel so I don't feel so naked. I don't feel so naked. Lane Riggs is my long shot for the win, Billy Voles says. For real, it's Heim time, Victor says. It's tough to beat those guys, but we're going to have a good time tonight. I hope everybody's ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun. And then tomorrow, we're going to have a great time tomorrow as well. Tomorrow night, we'll be hanging out here together for the Cookout 400. The NASCAR Cup Series returns after their 2-week break, and we're going to bring you the live coverage of that too as well, and make someone really happy sometime during the race. So I hope it is you. I hope you. There's a video out on it, so make sure you qualify for all the rules. We'll be going over the rules as well tomorrow as well too. So ready to have some fun? Hit that like button for us. Let's get to 100 likes and let's move on from there. Thank you guys. Become a member too if you guys want to use the Xfinity next week. Craftsman Truck Series is off. If you want to become a member to use the emojis that are above you in the chat, make sure you check that as well. Ben Rhodes, a long shot. I'm going Matt Crafton for a long shot. He needs a win to get in the playoffs. I'm going Matt Crafton. He finds a way somehow, some way, and pulls it off. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Mark says Lane Riggs is due. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just waiting on the comeback here. Taylor Gray, long shot. Did anyone check out NASCAR.com to make sure? Let me just make sure on my thing here, because normally it's the same on the website plus the thing. So let me just check. Highlights. Nope, no cameras. No cameras. Okay, here we go.
83 degrees. Well, the drivers are strapped in and ready to go. It's time to get the command to fire engines from the one and only, the King, Richard Petty.
Richmond Raceway. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Please welcome NASCAR Hall of Famer and 7-time Cup Series champion, Richard Petty.
Richard Petty, the King.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Oh, come on, King. Richard Petty, that's all you got. Nice. Brian Allen, what's going on?
Let's take a look now at the Clean Harbors 250 starting grid. How cool was that, by the way?
The King. He is the king of stock car racing, but he's the king of
He's old as dirt.
You could just tell that. I know these drivers that heard that. Chris Neckes, Tom Majeski, they're on the front row. Grant Enfinger and Lane Riggs. That's got to feel good when you hop in your truck and hear Richard Petty give those words.
For sure. How about William Sawalcha, 5-time winner already in the ARCA Menard Series. Best start of the year.
Corey Heim, a 5-time winner already in the Truck Series, starting alongside.
Start your engines. That's right.
Every time he gets behind the wheel, he's up there battling for a top 5. See if he can do it again tonight.
2 playoff drivers right there, Nick Sanchez and Tyler Ankrum back in row number 5.
How about Daniel Dye? He's one of those trying to race his way in tonight. Style him up.
Yeah, see if we can get away with it. Danny Dye, Michael Waltrip, and the Fox team.
Those 43.
Yeah, Joe, get them on for you to remind you about it. About 16 laps whenever you're clear.
Talking with his spotter right now. Give him a chance to sort this out. You could hear some words there. Daniel Dye, Michael Waltrip, and the Fox team. Do you copy?
Oh, boy. What's up, Mikey?
Well, I got cold chills listening to the King say, gentlemen, start your engines. How cool was that for you?
Yeah, pretty cool. Get to drive this 43 machine tonight. The King fired us up. Going to race our butts off all night. Try and keep it up front. Get a little closer to the front here pretty quick and stay there all night's the plan.
Well, it's been a heck of a roll you've been on. How did you like your truck in practice, and what's the plan for tonight?
Yeah, I feel happy about what we got. Our champion container 43 Chevy has been on a roll here lately. Just need to get those finishes dialed in. So hopefully tonight's the night to get a good finish like we've been looking for the last couple of weeks. But just going to try and keep up with the racetrack all night. Talk to Blake Baybridge all night about what I need. And
glad I'm back too, Corn Hunter.
Exactly that.
So
just stay clean and keep a calm head. That's what I've been working on, trying to figure weeks.
Well, you got it, buddy. Have a good one.
No video for the race. No cams.
Thanks, Mikey.
I know he talked about those nerves, so just keep those in check, and he should be just fine tonight. Well, let's check in with our pit reporters for tonight, Josh Sims and Amanda Busick. Good evening, Amanda.
Good evening, Jamie. Yeah, we have many of those bobble drivers that are hoping to be the king of cool emotions tonight, and one of those is Tanner Gray. As you mentioned, he comes into tonight 5 points to the good ahead of Daniel Dye, but he will start many positions below his biggest threat tonight from a brakes issue in qualifying that Tanner described as simply frustrating. Said that he has to remain focused on racing cautiously aggressive tonight and picking up those stage points that simply we have to grind through this tonight. And while his teammate Corey Heim has 5 wins on the season this year, he is chasing Christian Eckes for that regular season championship, 50 points back. But he said he is going to focus on a track that he calls unique, abrasive, and all about longevity. Said that finesse and patience will be stressed out of his experience tonight. Josh?
Well, Amanda, it is straightforward for Lane Riggs. He must win if he wants to make the playoffs out there tonight. And it's no secret that this 38 team has had a disappointing season. When I caught up with Lane Riggs earlier, he told me that they struggled this season to get what they needed.
So it's just audio, yeah, Christopher. We can't show the video. Fox doesn't let us have cameras like NASCAR Cup Series and Xfinity. So it's just audio tonight, and we'll bring you the best coverage as we can, like we always do for the trucks.
And while Riggs tries to get into the playoffs, Christian Eckes in that 19 team trying to rack up the regular season championship. Now Eckes has been so good on these short tracks, but Richmond is one he admits he just hasn't been able to figure out. Yes, he won the pole tonight, but he is not completely happy with that truck. They made some adjustments after practice, hoping it gets that truck where it needs to be.
That's right, Mark. It's going to be crazy. These guys are nuts anyway.
Lock up that regular season championship early and then put all eyes towards chasing a championship in the playoffs.
Thank you, Josh and Amanda. Now let's take a look at our track description.
It can be watched on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah, our Craftsman track description.
Or the Fox Sports app.
3/4 of a mile in length, as you see there, 0.75. I got that right this week.
It's good to see you, buddy.
14 degrees. Front straightaway 8 degrees, and it's not straight. It just simply connects turn 1 and 4 together. It's a turn all the way through there, and that's what keeps these tires heated up, and that's why finesse, as we've heard a couple of our drivers say, is so important.
There isn't any, Bronny. There isn't any.
Let's take a look at our race analysis. This race is 250 laps, 187.5 miles. You see stage 1, 70 laps, stage 2, 70 laps. That final stage went caution-free last year, 110 laps. You see that pit window, 100 to 110. They can make it from the stopping at the end of the second stage if things then goes green. But the race was won by somebody pitting under green last year, and that was Carson Hocebar.
All right, we'll have 2 onboards taking us through all the action tonight.
You were going to ride along with Tanner Gray. Amanda just told us about Tanner Gray. He's doing a great job this year, just knocking on the door of those playoffs.
Who y'all picking tonight to win? I'm going Christian Eckes, Taj. How about you?
26th position has a lot of traffic in front of him, Phil.
Started watching you from Korea, not back in North Carolina. Thanks, bro. You're welcome, John.
He's going to start 13th here in the Clean Harbors 250. Best finish second at
That's
Nashville.
right, Mark.
That was
Thank you, buddy.
a race for this young man. Got him in a position to go playoff racing. We'll see if he can do it tonight.
Well, NASCAR's been off for about 3 weeks now, so the truckers are first up, and I know Daniel Dye's not the only
Chevrolet,
one with a lot
Chris,
of
good to see you.
So much on the line for these drivers.
I think once they fire these engines, Jamie, that's when the nerves calm down a little bit. Now it's business as usual.
We're going to come down pit road, make sure we understand exactly what our speed's supposed to be there. That's what the check there was for.
This is back at IRP, our last race. Tom Majeski on the inside. He was not the control truck. He left first. NASCAR penalized him. He had to come down pit road for a pass-through penalty, but that truck was so good, he fought his way back to the front and ended up getting that truck to victory lane for the first win for Ford and for ThorSport here in 2024.
What amazing performance it was on that little track up in Indiana. He was so on the gas.
71 or the 38 for the win, Caruth or Riggs.
Suits his driving style, these tracks where he really
North Carolina, not North Korea. I thought, okay.
He just dominated this race a year ago, led 168 of 250 laps, won both stages, and came up short.
Make that playoff spot, Daniel Dye.
Because of a mistake.
Good look at number 98, Soda Sense Ford there. You see he's lined up on the outside of Christian Eckes in that Napa Chevy.
Christian Eckes captured the pole for the second time this season. But he wasn't too happy with this truck earlier,
so
Michael.
250 laps.
On it. They practiced when it was a lot hotter.
We're ready to go green.
And, you know, he's only ever been happy with his truck once that I recall this season, and that was at Nashville. Where
How many laps did he lead?
He led every lap.
Every lap.
Every lap.
Amazing
Christian performance
Eckes.
for Christian Eckes there at Nashville. But generally,
I was there for
he doesn't
that.
like his truck, and I
Gosh,
really
it was
respect that. I
crazy.
appreciate the fact that he's just so honest with his crew. He's going to
Smash
get
that like button, Pierce. So good to have you hanging out, dude. So glad that you're off work.
Talk to them.
I appreciate you, buddy.
And something about saying Napa Chevy.
Any news on any park stuff yet?
It just makes
88
sense,
Nation
Michael.
CeeLo. That's right,
I was
Patrick.
watching when Christian got out of his
Crafted.
truck after winning the pole.
I'd love to
I
see
was
him
reading
get
his
in.
lips. He said, I still don't think that was very good, but he's got a good starting spot for sure.
What about William Sawalich? This has been so much fun. We got Connor
ARCA
Zillich,
driver.
William Sawalich. I texted them both. I said, I really love the fact that you're doing so many fantastic things at such an early age. And P.S., do I say y'all's names right? I think
Okay,
I've got
Sunday.
it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, you're doing okay, Mike.
How about the numbers for ARCA this year? William Sawalich, 5 wins, 8 starts. How about Connor
Dang.
Zillich? 3 for 3. Has not lost yet in the ARCA Menard Series. And we're going to
He'll
see
take
him
Grant,
at
Chris
Michigan,
says,
his
all right.
first race on a super speedway of his career because he just turned 18
It would
a
be
week
pretty
or so
interesting to
ago.
go to.
William Sawalich just turned 17 this year, so a
Never
couple
been.
of teenagers. But mark our words, these are 2 young men that you're going to hear from for a long time to come.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome, Patrick.
Connor Zillich is racing across 7 different platforms.
I think there's a
different
couple.
series and types of cars
Heim,
and
I
trucks.
think.
And
It's
excelling
not
at every
many.
one.
I was going to say, everything he gets in.
It should pop
looks like
up in the
he's been doing it
stream bot.
forever, and he's only 18 years old.
Who's in the 7 tonight?
Let's
It
listen to Tanner
is
Gray's radio.
All right, bud. There's not a
Connor
single person on
Zillich.
this 15T300 doesn't believe that you can
Connor
get this job
Zillich.
done. If you're going to get it done for us tonight, you're our guy, man, and we believe in you, okay? Stay focused, stay disciplined all night. Let's get
Let's
the
go,
job done.
green,
Let's
green,
have a great
green.
night, fellas. Yeah, 10-4. Appreciate you guys.
Love that pep talk. Tanner
Here we
Gray
go,
at
green
10.
flag, boogity, boogity.
5
Here we go,
wins to
green
the
flag,
good.
boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Richmond. Christian Eckes out front. Ty Majeski slips back and loses his spot to Grant Enfinger.
Bad start by Majeski.
Nice break there by Christian Eckes, and I don't think, I don't know if maybe Majeski wasn't quite ready for that
Okay,
break,
gotcha.
Bill.
Yeah, how about Taylor Gray going to make it 3 wide here inside? He's got his teammate, William Sawalich, in the middle, and Lane Riggs, the 38, on the outside, that yellow truck.
How about Christian Eckes? His 4th time here at Richmond. First time he's ever led.
Well, he's led a lot this year, though, Jamie.
That's right, but not here. He's marking them off.
Every single race this year,
Yes,
he has led.
has.
I don't
He's
think
been
the announcers are
incredible.
at the track. I think they're
So
back
fun
in
to watch
Charlotte
these kids right
watching
before our
this.
eyes, Phil, develop in the truck series. You know, you get to catch them in ARCA and on the short tracks, but when they come truck racing,
got here
you
just in
go,
time. Welcome in,
contact.
Martin.
Ben Rhodes just ahead of Corey Heim in the 11.
Oh, I forgot.
And Daniel
Lap
Dye
3.
is all
Let's
over
see it.
it.
I forgot to put the 3 for the
Ben Rhodes got
emojis.
into Nick
Nick
Sanchez.
Sanchez. Yeah.
Lap 3. We honor you, Dale Sr.
Nice pictures here from
Let me see those
The 43
threes
truck
on
with
lap 3.
Daniel.
We honor you, Dale Sr.
Corey Heim. Wasn't
I
his
forgot to put the
normal
threes in the
self.
chat. I
Ooh,
apologize.
Wow, look at this action.
Threes. Let me see it.
Sanchez
3
sideways at
Nation.
the start-finish
We
line.
honor you, Dale Sr.
Here's
right
that
here.
contact we were talking
Raise
about.
you know what, praise you know what.
Nick shut the
Lap
door.
3
Ben
for
said,
Dale
I'm already
Sr.
in there, buddy.
I don't think Ben had
Every
any
third
choice but
lap
to-
on the
but
go
to
at
nudge him a
CeeLo.
little
We're
bit.
doing it right here. Threes.
There's another view of it
Threes.
from Daniel Dye's onboard.
You hear the spotter. He said, let your pressures come up here. Tire pressures, getting the tires, some heat in them is important.
See those
Start them
threes.
as low as they can, so when they build up, they still have ultimate grip.
That was a battle for
Thank you
8th.
guys
Corey
so
Heim,
much.
The 11 just got by that 2
We
of
appreciate ya.
Sanchez for the 8th spot.
Raise you know what, praise
I'm
you
really
know what. Dale
interested in,
Sr.
after watching practice earlier today and conditions
We
changing
honor
so
you.
dramatically, where this 11 truck does go, because it wasn't a great practice earlier today, but he's got such a knack for getting it done when it matters.
See the 88 and Matt Crafton, and we talked about the playoffs.
Rock on, Dale
looming
Sr.
here.
That's right.
This is the 9th year that we've had the playoff system. He has made all 8 years. 3-time champion. What a disappointment it would be to see him miss it. But right now he's on the outside.
Yeah, it
looking
goes
in.
quick.
43 points back when we drop the green flag, Phil. But
It's a
basically,
quarter of a
if he can
mile.
win this thing, that's all he needs to do.
Well, don't you think after all that many years and that many starts, we should grandfather him into the playoffs? And I don't
7
mean
laps
that- I don't
complete.
mean that he's a grandfather. Don't get me wrong.
I was talking to Matt Crafton just ahead
Brazil,
of this race, and he
thank
said,
you so
"I
much,
have absolutely
Roberto."
nothing to lose. It is win
Yeah,
or
jet dryers
bust for him."
beware,
He said that he
Taj.
made the bad
At Watkins Glen, jet dryers, better be watch out.
in track position to kick off
There he
this race,
is.
and he's
Dale
this season,
Sr.
it just simply won't stop bleeding. I hope that our favors turn around here tonight.
And, you know, Phil, I would call Matt a bottom feeder. He really likes to eat the bottom of the racetrack, right on that yellow line. And if his truck will do that, he can pass
Crafting up the 19th now.
I think I'm seeing early in the going here that he is able to run
I might do it with you, Pierce.
As you see a couple of trucks ahead of him there, Roger Carruth and
we'll see.
Ty Dillon battling.
That's Connor Hall, the 91, making his Truck Series debut. He's the Cars Tour point leader this year. Looks like he's going to ease down there and maybe try to block the.
You're welcome, Patrick.
Crafton.
We do it every
Crafton,
third lap, or every third lap of a race.
To be too many times. Now that's cost Matt his, Crafton his momentum, and Mills is coming.
Both Matts.
Pair of Matts battling.
And we've got 3 Connors in the field. So Connor Hall, you mentioned making his debut. Really impressive earlier today. Started 21st, races in the Cars Series, a Cars Series champion, late model stock champ, but he wants to go truck racing. Doing a nice job so far in that 91 truck.
I think right now he's holding up Crafton. We talked about Crafton.
Thanks for the likes. Keep on hitting that like button, trying to get to 200 likes.
Last year, same tires, same car, same trucks. So good opportunity for Crafton maybe to have a good. How about that 7 truck of Zilish on the outside making passes? Brand new to this. One truck start to his career, and that was at Coda, and he sat on the pole, set a new track record, finished 4th.
And he went back to the front about 4 different times. I don't know how many trucks he passed. I think it was 50-something. Ended up finishing 4th that day, and he is coming through in that 7 truck on the outside with a full head of steam.
I love the fact
Number
that
3 on that
was
burn
not
down.
afraid to try that second groove and see if there was some grip there, and I think he found some.
And I think it'll be interesting to see.
NASCAR needs to put the cameras in the trucks. I know.
We know how these things go away here.
Wish
at
they
Richmond.
would. We'd be watching them.
Eating up some fresh asphalt.
Tomorrow we'll have the
see if these
cams,
tires
though.
can take it.
Tomorrow
This
we'll
young
have the
man
cams.
has so much to look forward to. You know, he just carries himself with that confidence. And heck, after the big announcement this week, I would too. He's going Xfinity racing full-time for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He'll run the 88 car. Actually, we'll see him in about 4 races in the Xfinity Series this year. So
and Majeski going to the outside.
Christian Eckes continues to lead over Ty Majeski from Richmond Raceway.
They're going to go to a commercial. Majeski just took the lead. There he goes, side by side. Majeski to the outside, new leader, Ty Majeski. Let me see those 98s in the chat, y'all. 98s in the chat. It's Ty Majeski. 98s, baby. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys, on the go at CeeLo. We do NASCAR here. We try to do every race possible. We only missed one this year so far, I believe. The Nashville race is the one I went to. So we try to do all practice. We do the practice and qualifying for NASCAR Cup Series. We do the Xfinity races. We do the truck races. And we'll continue to do that through the rest of this month, all the way to the end of the playoffs in the NASCAR Cup Series. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You want to be nowhere else but here. And an important why you don't want to go anywhere else. Tomorrow, have you ever been to a NASCAR Xfinity Series race? Here's your chance. We're giving away 2 NASCAR Xfinity Series VIP passes. Yes, 2 for the Atlanta race. The Focus Health 250 for the Xfinity race. You can win these passes if you're 18 or there's a whole bunch of rules. There's a video, and I will all the description in there as well, and our description has all the rules as well. But there is our giveaway tomorrow, sometime during our Cookout 400 stream. We'll be giving these passes away. All right. Well, it's been a while, Stilo. Did you ever pick a better driver? No, I did not. What's up, T-Van? No Denny stuff. No Denny stuff since we won the 18,000 back last time. So we're hanging out. What's up, everybody? Went to the Nashville race as well. Was a great one. Yeah, the Duke. Boy, man, it was a good race. So I went to all 3. Was in the pits for the truck race and the Xfinity race. It was a great time. Sunday, we sat in turn 1 in our campground. So had a good time in Nashville.
Right as we stepped aside to go to break, Ty Majeski took over the lead, and you did not miss it. The truck is coming to life.
It is. He's opened up over a second on
Yeah, Ty Majeski. A second lead.
Lap.
Thank you, Taylor, for the subscribe. Taylor, appreciate it.
Corey Heim's currently 7th, just ahead of.
You want the Talladega tickets? Yeah, unfortunately, it's just for Atlanta.
Sanchez. Listen to those guys just pedaling those things, trying to get them up off the
corner.
Oh,
he took them to Ed. Yeah, I figured they would. Nobody wanted them. It's just for Atlanta.
Let's get an update.
When we first talked about it, we thought it was going to be for one of those three, but it ended up just being for Atlanta.
5 points out of that final playoff spot. But after practice today, he told me it does him no good to be nervous, to be stressed. He can only control what he can control, and that's running his race. So he said, through the first 2 stages, I don't want to know what the 15 or the 52 are doing, the guys he's racing for those final spots. He says, we'll reevaluate when we get to stage 3. Let me run my race early, do what I need to do, and the rest will take care of itself. Amanda?
Well, Josh, the 52 is currently 4 positions back from Daniel Dye, and just ahead of this race, as crew chief told him, hey, tonight is what
fastest track on the circuit. It is.
Hard all season
is Lawless running tonight? Let's see.
Ahead of this race, Stuart Friesen had similar.
Yeah, he's in 27th. Lawless Allen, 27th spot.
That they now have the best foundation that they have found so far this season, and they can only go up from here.
Yeah, that's a great point on Stuart Friesen. Restructuring in the offseason, brought over Jimmy Villeneuve, the crew chief, and they said, we just restarted.
23 laps of this first stage of 70.
Halfway through this regular season, and now they've just been turning more top 10s than not.
Yeah, just had such a tough race at IRP. I think it was a 4-point night for Stuart Friesen. He's probably averaging 30-some points a race. Only 4 points, had a 33rd place finish. And he finds himself coming in here 16 points below the cut line. Just an average night at IRP, and he's well above the cut line.
Some sort of mechanical issue on that 52 truck. He had issues all night long. Currently rolling in the 14th spot. Seen some nice moves up on the top by some trucks. Majeski, though, is the one that's moving. And I think he's kind of put it in cruise control a bit, Phil. Last time by, he was only the 5th fastest truck on the racetrack, but yet he's stretching that lead out to over a 1.5 seconds over Christian Eckes.
Yeah, he knows he's got 44 laps to go on this set of tires. Certainly don't want to change these tires prematurely, so then get out to a good cushion where if you get in a little lap traffic and you lose a little time, it's not going to put Christian Eckes right on your rear tailgate. You got a little comfort there.
But yes, we've heard this in after practice, the drivers are all saying you got to be conservative. You got to really take care of these tires. I know you want to be aggressive, but I just don't think this racetrack is a place where that's going to work too well.
26 laps in, the biggest mover of the race so far, that young man, Connor Zillage, up 8 spots. Talked to his crew chief, Brian Patty, earlier today, and I said, what's the advice you give your young driver just the second race out, the first oval in a truck? He said, let the truck do the work. Don't make any mistakes. Tire management is going to be key. And I know you talked about that, Phil. He went hard early.
Yeah, no, I think he's just stabilized right now. He got by Matt Mills. Now Matt has been able to get by him. But right now we see Connor Zillage. That's his teammate right in front of him, Rajah Carew.
Yeah, Hamlin got the pole tomorrow. I was shocked. I didn't expect him to get the pole.
Las Vegas to qualify for the playoffs. But
here's our Craftsman Truck Series
really doing a nice job running with his teammate.
And that's the battle for 18th. Meanwhile, Ty Majeski continues to stretch it out. Almost 2-second lead over Christian Eckes. Grant Enfinger hangs in third, Taylor Gray, and Lane Riggs. More from Richmond after this.
Oh, another commercial. Man, the practice and qualifying stream was awesome because there was no commercials. It was so cool. It just kept on going and going and going. We had full entertainment the whole entire time. But what's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And here's our social media. If you want to check our social media out, On The Go at CeeLo is our Facebook page. Sealord16 is our Twitter. On The Go at CeeLo1 is our Instagram. And On The Go at CeeLo is our TikTok. And also, our Twitch is On The Go at CeeLo as well. So make sure you check us out. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us, all that good stuff. Make sure you are following us so you know when all our stuff is. Oh, yay. Hamlin getting the pole. I'm thrilled. You're funny. T-Van, Denny Hamlin's best fan. The real question, will Hamlin go to the back tomorrow night? I don't know. Some are Denny haters. I know. It's okay. It's all good. I enjoy it, actually. Drivers like the old Atlanta better. Braves at Rocky starting at 8 minutes. It's fakes. It's Foxy, though. They always ruin the races with commercials. I know, but it was so cool today on the other channel. So it was on the NBC app. They didn't have to do commercials because it was just the NBC app. So I know it'd hate for everybody if they just moved all the races to the NBC app. No, just kidding. But thank you guys. Keep hitting that like button, trying to get to 200 likes. Keep hitting that subscribe as well. We'd love for you to join our channel. How did the RCR cars qualify? Well, Austin Dillon qualified in the top 10, and Kyle Busch qualified 11th. Yes, this is Richmond. We're at Richmond Raceway. Wonder if Amazon will be like that for practice and qualifying. I don't know, but that'll be interesting. Will there be commercials for Amazon? I guess there's commercials for Amazon football, so I guess there is. But we're 216 laps to go, 34 laps in. First stage is 70 laps. So right now, Ty Majeski leads by 3.242 seconds over Grant Enfinger and Taylor Gray. And then Lane Riggs. There's Ben Rhodes in 6th. Where's my boy Matt Crafton? He's in 15th. Daniel Dye in 9th. Commercials pay the bills. You are correct on that. That is another reason why we mute the commercials, because we don't pay for those things. And they're full of copyright music. I feel like Daytona is going to be a long night for Cup mostly. We'll see. We'll be bringing that to you live. It's on a Saturday night, too.
It is a Speedway Classic announced yesterday out there.
That's you. That was you.
That
Chipper
was
Jones.
Chipper Jones. I got to interview Chipper Jones, talked a little baseball for the first time in my career. But yes, you see it there. Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves going head-to-head during the season next year, August 2nd.
I don't know. I was going to say Christian Eckes or Heim, but Majeski now 2 races in a row where he's pretty strong.
How about that?
So.
Phil, that floor, the stadium floor is about the top of the wall. That's how high it's going to be up so that they can have that baseball field in that Coliseum, in the great Coliseum in Bristol.
MLB working with Bristol Motor Speedway. They came up with this concept. It's going to be awesome. Chase Elliott was out there. Of course, he's a Braves fan, so that'll be fun. Fun for him to root for his team. Meanwhile, back at Richmond Raceway,
Wallace Allen going a lap down.
Continues to lead over 2.5
Chase Purdy,
seconds.
the next one that Majeski's going to take down.
Him, Grant Enfinger. Let's get an update.
There is a lot of bills.
Gray
You are
brothers.
correct on that,
Josh.
T-Van.
Well, after Nick Sanchez and Rajat Group picked up their first career wins earlier this season, Taylor Gray was the next young guy in line to get
What's
that
up,
win.
promo
It's been a
code?
tough stretch as of the last 6 races. He finished outside the top 10 in 5 of the last 6 races. He told me, we know the team has been struggling as of late. We've been working hard in the shop.
Oh, hey, Andrew, that sounds like fun.
But Richmond is a really good track.
33 to
Inside
6.
the top
Wow.
10 in the trucks last year. Earlier this year in the Xfinity Series, a 3rd place finish as well. So the team
Butterfly?
is very confident heading into tonight. He can lock up that playoff spot tonight, and right now, running in the 4th position, Amanda.
Josh, we talked about the brakes issue in qualifying that affected Tanner Gray and started him with a track position towards the rear of this grid. He has made up a couple of positions up until 23 right now, but I was talking to Tanner earlier today about sharing this journey with his brother, Taylor, who is currently in the playoffs, and just how proud he was of Taylor for his growth in the Craftsman Truck Series. But towards the end of the conversation, their grandfather, Johnny Gray, spoke up and he said, just make sure that it is known that Tanner whips his little brother on the golf course.
We'll have to check it out next year, Pierce.
Gray. He's back in 23rd. Let's listen in on the
I heard
radio.
the tickets go quick.
This is all I got. I'm loose. I have no rear grip. Copy loose. The 35 is not a terrible lap. It's a top 10 capable lap.
And, you know, the concern is getting lapped. I mean, he's only a couple of trucks ahead of our leader. That Majeski's just ripping through the field.
He needs a caution right now, really, within the next few laps.
There's 3 trucks between he and Majeski that he has cushion as Majeski battles those trucks, but there's still
2.687
28
second
laps left in
lead
this
for
stage,
Majeski
so
now.
He's going to get lapped if the caution doesn't fly.
Yeah, that's Ty Dillon. He's chasing down the white truck on the outside.
Track is so short they get dizzy.
Just listen to this. Listen to his foot. Listen how easy he is on the gas, and watch his hands.
I mean, just squeezing that gas.
Like there's an egg below the throttle pedal, isn't it?
Ty Majeski, a lot of traffic around him, maneuvering his way.
Getting around the 77 of Chase Purdy. The 56 of Timmy Hill is next on the hit list for Ty Majeski.
And there's the 56. Beautiful red and black truck. There you see Dean Thompson. He's just up there. And then after Thompson, it's Gray.
So 45 laps into this first stage. Stage ends lap 70. Second stage ends at lap 140. And then 110 laps in the final stage to get us to 250 total laps for this evening.
Yeah, all those drivers like Tanner Gray are really happy.
25 to go here in stage one.
In there by the lap truck of Keith McGee. See Timmy Hill doing his best to stay in front of that 98.
You know, I think our strategy is pretty straightforward in these first two stages, Phil. You run to the break and get your tires. And if you're at home watching, you think, oh, the rest of it will be simple too, right? Wrong.
That's a
when we go to that third stage, these
sport
guys
truck,
are
isn't it?
Flip the script and try to do something different than the folks leading.
If we get a green flag,
it looks like it's a soda
stage, like we did last
Which one are
year,
you talking about, T-Van?
Today, and he said,
Martin can't show the actual race. Not allowed to do that.
By stopping under green midway through that third stage by the end of the race. 13 seconds. He said you might push it a couple laps later and not lose so much time, but 13 seconds would be the gain on the racetrack.
You know, a lot of times the calls back in the day would come from the seat of the pants of the crew chief. He would just have a feeling of what they needed to do. They have every move scienced out about how to go about attacking this race.
Let's listen in to Stuart Friesen's radio.
I have 0 straightaway speed. All I do is spin the tires up off. This is bad.
Oh, Majeski. Looks like it says something.
Not what you want to hear from Stuart Friesen, who's trying to battle his way.
It should pop up here too, Billy.
And that's a truck just struggling to stay inside the top 20. You can see just ahead of him there, Connor Hall in the 91. And then out back, Jake Garcia is closing in on Stuart Friesen.
And we were talking during commercials.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thor Sport is the I'm sorry. Thor Sport, yes. They are on 98, yeah.
That's how
and the 13. You're right, Taj.
It's hard to run.
I don't know what you were talking about. I'm good now.
Trucks,
sorry.
So we have a great battle for that third spot.
Nice move.
And they never give their trucks to NASCAR.com, so I have to go on Twitter under the his Twitter page, Majeski, who leads me to Thor Sports.
Third, fourth, and fifth on that inside line.
Great truck early on for Taylor
and then
Gray. Picks up that extra spot.
They post all their trucks
into third. With 20
right here,
laps to go
and I
stage
cut and paste every single one of them to here.
Christian Eckes.
All right, another commercial. Christian Eckes, P2. Corey Heim, 6 seconds. I guess everybody's saving their tires right now. Garcia, Crafton, Majeski, and Rhodes. There you go. So Heim wins. This first stage is not going to be rules for being lazy. If you can't reach it, you don't need it, David says. I think my computer malfunctions. I didn't type that last post, Martin says. What did you say? Martin says, are we able to see the actual race? Oh, it was another Martin that asked that. All right, stage one. Majeski just dominating. Stage 3 will be the crazy one when it gets toward the end there. Those guys that really need to be in the top 10 are going to have to, we're going to see some gambling with pit stops, with tires, fuel mileage maybe. I don't know. But it should be interesting to see what happens toward the end. As we're 52 laps, 70 laps is the stage 1 cutoff. See how it goes. But thanks for hanging out with us, y'all. We'll bring the audio back here in just a second. It's so much different when you can't watch the cams, right? Xfinity race, we get to watch the cams. And the Cup race as well. But this is a Fox Sports broadcast, so they don't do that. They just, even during the year when we were on Fox, they would only supply the in-car cameras for the Cup race and the Xfinity race, like 2. But I don't understand. There's cars, there's webcams inside the trucks. I don't know why NASCAR.com doesn't supply them. Ronnie's dropping those sevens. I hope this is not a 3.5 second lead all night long. It can get kind of boring. Okay, it's okay. We're loving your commentary and the chat. Awesome, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. The other night, I had to do real play-by-play with the Braves game. The audio was not working. Oh, we have a
At
caution.
Richmond Raceway for the first time, where Matt Mills went hard
Matt
into
Mills.
the outside turn 3 wall. He brings it down pit road.
I've been watching Matt. He really had a pretty solid truck. Got by a lot of pretty good trucks.
I don't think he will.
Into the, right around that 15th spot.
Looked like the right front was.
Yeah, without it, either broke something or cut down the right front, Michael. You're exactly right.
I think he had a flat right front.
Yeah.
Took him into the outside wall. Solid run here a year ago, too. Top 5 for Mills, so this is disappointing.
He was running right there with Connor Hall, and Connor Hall is in the 15th spot right there, so Matt was doing a nice job.
Now what do you do, Phil? I said we were going to run the end of the
We
stage.
also have a
but
caution
now,
count,
I
so
mean,
you guys
depending
know
on
how
your
many
point
caution there are.
How bad you need those stage points, that will dictate who does what here.
Yeah, I think, we've lost over 2 seconds of lap time. So if you stay on the racetrack and say the top 10 stay on the racetrack and 11th comes in, he's probably going to win the stage. The guy on the left is probably going to win the stage because his truck will be so much faster with those new tires.
I think you almost got to pit.
Get out the duct tape.
I think you do too.
And then hope another one falls at some point. Another caution. See what happens.
Let's see what Majeski's going to be the first guy here.
Hit that subscribe button for us, guys, if you're new to us. If you're not, thank you for coming back to
on the
us.
inside wall there. That
Here they
tells you
come.
it's
Trying to get
open.
to
Taylor
200
Gray,
likes
first
tonight on the
tinker.
truck race.
Christian
Here comes the
Eckes,
pits.
a little mixed bag here.
Let me tell you why I'm laughing, Jamie.
Eckes.
This is going to be so fun. We're gonna have an exciting 10 laps at the end of the stage, Josh.
And let's start with the 17
And
of
Rhodes,
Taylor Gray, making some moves
Heim.
before that caution came out. He said he needs to fire off a little better with more grip. Those tires should help out with that. As far as the 19 of Christian Eckes, he said that truck needs more adjustments. We know he wasn't happy going into the race. Free in, free off, tight through the center. They're going to try and help him out as well, man.
Oh, that wasn't Heim. That was Taylor Gray.
There's Daniel Dye going to come in for 4 tires.
Daniel Dye needs that all the points he can get.
Wins the battle off pit road of the trucks that came down pit road.
This is going to be wild.
Rajah Caruth.
Everyone pitting? No, not everybody.
Here comes Kraft.
Eckes, Gray, Infinger, Riggs, Rhodes, Heim,
Under
Dye.
caution for this moment right here. Matt Mills hard into the wall, brought out our first caution and round of stops.
All right, this should be an interesting last 11 laps here. It should be an interesting last 11 laps, as we're gonna we'll see how this fits right here. So Zillage stayed out. So Majeski and Ankrum stayed out. Everybody else came in. Should be interesting. I don't think Majeski pit. Zillage, maybe. I don't think Zillage picked either. So it's Christian Eckes all the way down. Orioles 4-0. We need the Mets to lose. Connor Z. My Giants have been playing well lately, making that wild card push. Brendan, I'm a Braves fan. We'll be doing Giants Braves next week, I believe. So if you guys like play-by-play for baseball, make sure you check us out. We do a lot of great things with our baseball streams. If you like MLB 3D Game Day, that's what we do ours with live audio. You'll never see a baseball stream on YouTube like it, the way we do it. So make sure you check us out. Hit the subscribe, y'all. Hit the like button for us. Join our channel today. Become a member, 99 cents. So I got these cars from from Twitter, not NASCAR.com. Twins fan here and lifetime Vikings fan. How did the quarterback start tonight? What's his name? The Michigan kid. CeeLo, you excited your Preds this year? Yeah, I can't wait. And I heard there might be 3D hockey. So if that's the case, we'll be doing some Predator games. Go Tribe, Matthew says. Yeah, they look pretty good, Matthew. Tribe looks good. Go Brewers. Oh, Coin Hunter. They killed my Braves this week. We got him last week. Yeah, McCarthy. Did he? Hey, Rick, what's up? Thank you so much, Rick. Gifted us 5 gifted memberships for Rick. Thank you so much, Rick. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Chemo, Doc, Big Bud, Carl, and Jared. Also, there you go, Jared. Congratulations, guys. You are now part of our CeeLo fam. Appreciate you. Been lurking. Did you get to watch the practice and qualifying too? That was fun. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Clean Harbors.
2 touchdowns after 1 pick.
For the first time tonight. So we saw the mixed bag for pit stops. The first 3 trucks decided to
I'm here because the Fox drug ads are so annoying.
The question is,
Decado, welcome in.
Do they fall outside the top 10?
They're going to fall. They're going to drop like flies.
And it's going to be crazy. Okay. 3 wide action.
Thanks for the memberships, man.
I love how you sold it, Mikey. Amanda.
Jamie and Ty Majeski knew it immediately. He was the first to make that decision whether to hit pit road, and he immediately said, I am so sorry, guys. I did confirm with Joe Shear Jr. that they did make that decision collectively, but just ahead of this race, I talked to Ty Majeski about the mistakes last year, and he said, yeah, we found a couple of ways to lose it here last year, so you can only imagine the frustration in Ty Majeski. I can definitely see it in the team here.
Well, he's definitely going to lose this stage, but
here we go, green flag.
Tires in the competition in a minute, so there's
here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Stage number 1.
Do I like Vladdy Jr.? He's on my fantasy team.
Connor Zilich in the 7, trying to hang on those older tires.
Majeski's still hanging out there. Here comes Eckes.
For the lead.
Majeski's a sitting duck.
Has nothing to fight back with.
Grant Enfinger dives in on him. Here comes Lane
4
Riggs.
wide behind him.
Wow, they're all passing him like nothing.
High, wide, and handsome.
How do you not?
Michael, nutty, all over the place.
Crazy. Ooh,
I know, Justin.
Between the 18 of Ankrum and
Honeycutt.
and
Look
45.
at that. Still 3 wide. Just dropping like...
Ingram and Majeski dropping like crazy.
To fall back. One of those trucks that stayed out.
Why didn't you pit?
5 to go now in stage number 1. Christian Eckes retakes the lead. Taylor Gray behind him. Grant Enfinger, Ben Rhodes, and Lane Riggs.
Awesome,
your top
dude.
5.
And that's a long 5 laps for that 98 right there of Majeski and Ankrum and Zilich. A long 5 laps.
You look at that scoring pilot on the left side of your TV, and you just see the names flipping all the way.
That's a rookie.
Well,
Lane Riggs is a rookie.
Is, you know how important tires are, and they're going to have fresher tires when we go back racing after the end of these
which Crafton
next 3 laps.
So you're saying there's a silver
Connor
line.
Jones, not Crafton.
If I'm Joe Shear, I'm selling the heck
and
out
Moffitt.
of that. So you're going to go right back through them like they came through you, buddy.
Just joined. The first thing I hear is nutting all over the place. Still Joe.
Staying in the top 10 tonight, 7th right now.
Welcome in.
Solid run, just like a year ago. See if he can get an adjustment.
I think he meant someone else.
Better yet.
Come on, Crafted up to P7. My long shot.
Talked about Ty Majeski. Restarted first, fell back now to 18th. Connor Zilich, 20th, and Tyler Ankrum just ahead of him in the 19th spot.
This is going to be
huge
Lone
for
Wolf.
Taylor
Gray, though.
What's up,
Remember,
dude?
Came in here. We said you could write his name in pen, and making it to the playoffs, he might be able to do it right here after this first stage.
And it might be the same for the regular season championship.
Taylor Gray needs this right here. He needs all the points he can get.
Points and put that out of reach. And now he could do what he said. I'm going to go focus on winning this championship.
Final lap is stage number 1. Does Taylor Gray have enough time to reel in Christian Eckes to get this stage win?
How much, Josh? Had a caution And Majeski didn't pit for some reason.
Separates these two.
I don't know if he missed the pit or what.
Green and white checker
my boy
in the air
Eckes
for Christian Eckes
takes
as he picks up
the
stage win.
checker flag for stage one.
Tonight.
We're in stage 2 now.
Majeski dropped back to the 18th position.
Wow, 18th spot.
And Zillish 20th.
Kind of where they were, except for Majeski before they came down pit road or pit road was open.
I think they even actually lost a little ground. It did not work. But again, as Michael said, they're going to have about seven laps?
Or 8.
7 or 8 laps fresher tires than these other drivers. And that's going to show up on the racetrack.
It won't be as dramatic as we just saw there, but it's definitely going to be an advantage. They'll drive back up in the top 10, I think, pretty quickly, especially Majeski.
Yeah.
Or will it?
So you see it there, Christian Eckes, Taylor Gray, Grant Enfinger, Ben Rhodes.
If Taylor Gray finishes 24th or higher tonight, he's going to be in the playoffs officially. Thank you, Taj.
Great job. Came in with a bunch of nerves.
Stage 1 winner, Christian Eckes.
Playoffs for the first time in his young career.
What about Daniel Dye? Gets 6th place in this stage. That's good points for him. You talked about the battle around the bubble. Phil, you are all about the bubble battle.
The bubble battle.
And we're seeing a lot of guys that needed those points get them. Taylor Gray, Daniel Dye.
Yeah, Tanner Gray doesn't get any points. Stuart Friesen doesn't get any stage points.
Ben Rhodes is living life. You know how good he gets this time
Rhodes
of year.
in 4th.
He's just padding that, getting himself more and more pads so he knows he's going to go playoff racing. He got that 4th place finish in this stage.
Well, Ben Rhodes, both years he won the championship. I mean, he didn't really come on strong until about the midway point of the regular season or a little bit later.
We'd actually, the last time, when he won last year, we actually had almost written him off, thinking he was not going to, not going to contend for that championship. You can see our stage 1 results and the points. You see Ben Rhodes got 7 points and Daniel Dye 5 points. Critical points for these drivers.
Remember Christian Eckes hoping to pick up that regular season championship.
There's that beautiful number 19.
Free left.
The race. What a drive.
Free left, bases loaded for Colorado.
Fast truck tonight.
Grant Enfinger has been solid, been up in the top 5 all night long. Matt Crafton, as you mentioned, again, solid just like he was here last year.
I guess I could turn the game on
here. Here comes those 3 guys. Tires, please, tires. Right away, Amanda.
Never say never.
And Connor Zillish
hey, CeeLo, hope y'all, well, if Taylor finishes up, he needs those points. That's right, Ken.
Nascar Craftsman Truck Series at a short track. He was telling me about the relationship with Brian Patty and how the communication between this team is really being able to him adjust into this. You can see them getting those 4 tires right now. And as we move on to the 98, Ty Majeski, David Pepper was just off camera saying, we sure do find many ways to make this interesting out here. But 4 tires for Ty Majeski to get back to the front. Josh?
A little miscommunication.
See what Majeski do now after the whole field pit.
But either way, they feel they have a really good long run truck. Just need a little help on the short run.
See that tire that got away there?
Unfortunately, we're hearing it's came from
no.
Majeski, the 98.
Ty Majeski tire.
How to screw this up. Watch that.
Oh, no. It hit the bumper.
Pit wall. Obviously, it flipped around. That will necessitate a penalty. He will have to restart this race from the tail of the longest line, but that's not unprecedented for Ty Majeski.
He's come back before.
Oh, no.
It's going to be fun to watch.
So Majeski, the tire guy, meant to throw it toward the wall,
stage win of
but looks like it hit the bumper and it rolled to the outside wall, pit wall. And my gosh, what happened here? Why is this like this? Okay, well, we'll just leave it off. Hope everybody's doing well, but ain't Ty's night. Missed the pits. Luckily, he's in the playoffs, but still, missed the pits, and now he's gonna go back to 23rd. Of course, you got all these guys 2 laps down. But we'll see what happens here, as Ty Majeski was leading, a dominant factor, and now some mistakes have put him in the back of the pack. That's happy for Christian Eckes because he is out front. Brandon says LMAO. Ty Majeski, when it rains, he's getting that Kyle Busch likes. Mistakes piling up. That's right. Someone should be there to catch that thing. Yeah, so it looks like he was changing the tire. He dropped it, and he run to roll it to the other side for someone to catch it. It hit the bumper, and it rolled the other way. So that's a bummer for him. Got that Kyle Busch like luck. Mamba won't be happy with the short check this week. Exactly. Was it raining? No, I don't think it's good weather there. And the hurricane moved out pretty quick. So make sure you guys are also checking out our every Friday. We release a preview, paint scheme, and race preview vlog. Make sure you check that out. We had a good little look at that yesterday. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out our giveaway vlog as well. Make sure that you check out both of those before tomorrow, so you know if you're eligible or not for the giveaway. The number one rule for the giveaway is you have to be 18. Also, you have to have a driver's license. Number 3, you have to live in the United States. Number 4, you have to have a valid telephone number, so NASCAR.com can reach you if you need it, if they need to. So there is your 4. Driver's license, United States, 18, and a phone number. Those are your 4. And you have to get yourself to the race, to and from the race. That is on you. We're supplying the VIP passes. Those are the rules for tomorrow. For the giveaway, that's what you have to be. If you do win and you don't qualify for any of those or one of those rules, then you're disqualified, and the next winner will win. We'll do it again.
We're 1 stage in, 2 stages remain, and congratulations are in order.
Titans winning at 14-7 at the half. Here you go. PQ, what's up?
The regular season championship. That means 15 extra bonus points he'll just put in the little briefcase and carry that on to the playoffs.
Yeah, he'll get a trophy, which is nice, but I think he wants those 15
awesome, Rodney.
Points more.
That's what it's all about.
So
and
you'll
how
be
about
able to qualify for the giveaway. You'll be able to enter.
Congratulations to him. He just clinched a spot in the playoffs for the first time. This is his first full time
Titans,
here.
please beat the 49ers.
Old enough to run all the races, so he's just done an incredible job. Let's listen to his radio, what they had to say.
Just to give you a little update on the points, but that put us 52 points to the cut. Doesn't change a thing. We keep running our race here. You keep doing your thing. We'll count the points when it's over with. Copy.
Don't you just love the veteran Jeff Hensley? Let's just worry about that later. And I'm going to tell you what I think. I think this kid can win the race, and that's what he's going to be all about.
Next week, Graham.
You got to take care of business. Go
Next
win the
week.
race, and you'll get all those points.
But he's also smart enough to know the 52 points locks him in, too, into the playoffs.
Next,
so he knows
tomorrow
that as well.
during the
Jeff
chat,
just didn't have to come out and say
tomorrow
it.
during our live stream,
right.
we'll have
To the
a
end. Let's
giveaway
pick up the win while
open
we're at it.
where
want that
everybody
win,
can
too.
enter.
They desperately want that
Well,
win.
they haven't done that yet, so what a moment it would be if they could pull that off here. So that picks up our 8th spot, Phil, so that means 2 remaining to move on to the playoffs.
And a lot of racing to go.
Yes, we do.
You can't enter now. You have to do it tomorrow.
So Christian Eckes chooses the inside.
All right, here we go.
Taylor Gray on the outside. Grant Enfinger,
wrong button.
behind him. Green flag, back
Wrong
in
button.
there for stage
Look at it,
number
look at
2.
it, look at it. Let's go racing, boys.
Another nice jump by Eckes. Good battle, though, for second with Grant Enfinger, the 9, trying to grab that second spot from Taylor Gray.
Yeah, Grant kind of faded in that first stage, but it looks like maybe the adjustments
back
they
to the
made
lead.
that truck are paying off. He's strong right now. Look just behind Gray. There's
Georgia
Lane Ridge
Shine.
in that
There you
yellow
go.
truck.
Here's a question mark to me. He's so good at this style of track. Been picking up the top 5s on the short track.
So crafted, P8.
Mile, and we expected top 5 from him.
I do too, Jared.
Him up though in that 99 truck.
Thanks again, Rick, for donating those memberships.
Right behind them, side by side, those 2 red trucks.
What a night for those two. We've worried about Heim a little bit after practice. He's proven that he has a truck he can win with. And Daniel Dye, again, another solid run for the 43.
Yeah, you give Scott Zipadelli and Corey Heim a little bit of time to work on that truck, and they're going to make it better.
5-time winners already on the season.
12
Corey
laps
Heim's
of
6th
70
now.
here
Daniel
in
Dye
stage
the
2. Corey
43.
Heim time.
Just his
Moving
second
up to
full-time year.
P6.
Looking to make
Lane
the
Riggs,
playoffs,
P4.
Just improving every race. He was just really impressed all of us, I think, at Nashville, and just the confidence that he carried in that race. Proving to himself he could do it.
That's right. Good battle right here between Sanchez and the two.
Yes, he's the points leader, but Heim is first in the playoff spot.
Early on in the season. Nick Sanchez
Eckes is the points leader, but Heim is in first for most wins.
Way
oh, cautions to say 2. That's right. Thank you so much.
10 now.
Oh, Ty Majeski. Look ahead how things have changed from stage 1 when he led all those laps. Now he's mired back in traffic.
You know, I think, oh, look at there, tire slide there for the 32 of Holmes. And there's a little bit of a tag from Majeski. I think if I'm Majeski, the veteran that he is, he's seen this mess before, Phil. I'm being patient. He knows these guys are just setting ducks when he can get the track clear to pass them. But right now, got to kind of take your time and don't heat up your tires. Just run some conservative laps, make it pass a time a lap, and get on your way.
Remember, he's back here in dirty air, too. That truck didn't see much dirty
You got
air.
Hamlin winning on Saturday. Me too.
Until that restart prior to the end of stage 1.
We've had 2 lap leaders tonight. Ty Majeski has led 51 laps. Christian Eckes, 34 and counting.
What a block by Chase Purdy.
The blocks these drivers do, that's just quite amazing, actually.
Yeah. It kind of gets on my nerves a little because, I mean, that was just uncalled for to be that far back in the pack and chopping a guy off like that. You know, but as a driver, Phil, you know this. If you block a guy, you know you've opened yourself up to get hit. So you have half responsibility. If you do it and you get wrecked, it's your fault.
That's exactly right.
William Sawalich in the 1 truck.
Sawalich, where's he at?
Which is Ty Majeski.
He's in 21st spot on the lead lap.
That's a battle.
That kid can drive, man.
Mason Massey doing a nice job. That 02 truck.
I thought Matty D raced the trucks, or did he just do Xfinity? He does Xfinity full time.
See, though, when Ty sees an opportunity, he just pounces, and he's able to make those moves with aggression. What a good turn there for Massey in that 02.
Blocking is an art.
Brett Holmes, that 32 truck inside of Chase Purdy in the 77.
Connor Zilich, nice battle with his teammate. Raja Karuth on the outside.
Remember, a little bit fresher tires.
What's up, Randy? Good to see you.
As on Ty Dillon's, and he's driven all the way up.
Yeah, he did last year, but he moved to Xfinity. That's right, Tosh.
So we talked about the advantage, the slight advantage they'll have, and we're being able to see that now. That tight pocket truck back there.
Yeah, a lot of drivers that stopped when Majeski did have made much more advancement than he has.
What's your pick? I picked Christian Eckes to win.
Yeah, exactly. I had to stop right even behind the lap trucks where those other drivers did not.
It's kind of hard not to pick anybody else, him or Heim or Majeski.
Let's get an update, Amanda.
Yeah, prior to that caution, when he came in and took those 4 tires, Ben Rhodes was telling his team
Albert,
that
he
his
needs
truck
to win.
started off great, but it keeps getting looser and looser. So
Oh,
we'll
for sure, Billy.
on that. But Ben was talking about this playoff and how he's after those premium stage points. He talked about his season and said, while there's been a lot of valleys, I'm hoping I can find some peaks here. But as the crew is telling him, you are doing excellent on these exits. Please take care of those rear tires, Ben.
He is doing
everything.
everything.
They didn't start off well.
It looks like Connor Jones.
They didn't start off well for the 13 of Jake Garcia.
And Thad Moffitt. Connor Jones, Thad Moffitt.
But the man on top of the pit box for the 13, none other than Rich Lucius, who's had his back against the wall in so many different scenarios with Ben Rhodes, the 2-time champion over the years. And when I talked to him earlier today, he said, I have a lot of different strategies playing out for today. He's like, depending on how this thing goes, I have different scenarios, different ways I want to play this. So keep an eye on how things play out for the 13 and what Rich Lucius does atop that pit box to get his driver in a must-win position.
That like button, y'all, trying to get to 200 likes.
what he does and the
Our
calls
goal
he
is
makes.
200
but,
likes.
We talked about it earlier that these guys don't just make these judgment calls by the seat of their pants.
You like
He
that
has
Ben Rhodes
strategies,
truck?
But he has multiple
Here's Lane
for
Riggs
different
right here.
scenarios that
Lane
they are
Riggs.
currently in at the moment that the caution comes out.
And they thought about it for
There's
3
my
weeks.
boy,
since
Matt
our last
Crafton.
race at IRP.
That's
Patrick,
right.
you
Well,
still
Christian
here?
Eckes continues to lead him here.
CeeLo,
at Richmond
just
Raceway.
tell us all you're a Chevy guy.
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke.
I am a Denny Hamlin guy. I am proud of it too. I know that's bad luck in some of you guys' eyes, but I'm a Denny Hamlin fan. I'm sorry. But thank you guys so much for all the love tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Make sure you crafted, man. There he is. That's right. OG. Hit that like button for us. My dark horse is Matt Crafton tonight. I'd like to see him get in the playoffs. That would be awesome. But we'll know. We'll see. He's got a little bit to go to get in, but you never know. Be something if he could win this bad boy. Christian Eckes looks pretty strong. Where's Majeski at? Let's see where he's at. So Majeski, he was leading this race. He had like almost a 4-second lead. You know I smashed it. I know you did, kid. Majeski had like almost a 4-second lead in stage 1. They had a caution come out for the 42, I think, wrecked. And then he didn't pit. The team told him to stay out. Everybody else pit. So he got bombarded by everybody with fresher tires. And then the stage 1 ended, and he was like 18th or 19th. Him and Ankrum and a couple other people pit. And as he was pitting, the tire hits off the front bumper and it goes, so he has to go to the very back of the line. And now he is in 19th, and he has not really gained much. So that is where Majeski is. He's in 19th spot. Christian Eckes continues to lead. Grant Enfinger. Some of y'all were saying Enfinger in 3-0 Rockies. Bad, Jake. Even Max Fried, man. That's ridiculous. I feel like the truck should add more playoff drivers to the bracket. 10 ain't enough. I don't think. They don't race enough. I mean, they're going to start the playoffs. This is the last race, and then they're off next week. And then they're at the Milwaukee Mile. So, dumb move. Tires, king of Richmond. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that decision. That was probably the worst. Luckily, he's in the playoffs. He doesn't have to worry about it. But still, like, that would be a killer move if that happened in the playoffs, right? Like, killer move.
Welcome back to the Clean Harbors 250. Nice battle. Battle's all over, but Christian Eckes under pressure from Grant Enfinger. Saw him. He was strong early, kind of faded a bit, and now he's come back on.
He is right there on Christian Eckes, and Taylor Gray, the orange truck right behind him, is not far either. That's first, second, and third.
32 laps of 70.
Gap over that yellow truck right there of Lane Riggs.
Let's close that gap. That's right. It would be awesome if we get 328 likes on a truck race.
McGee and the 22 truck sliding up out of the way. And here comes Corey Heim checking Ben Rhodes for tough.
Here's that Chad Magic Kingdom stream was
look
fun.
At that crossover there.
I laughed my tail off last season when your Lady Deegan said the truck races were too long.
Ben Rhodes with the advantage on the outside, and I mentioned the Nashville Stampede on this truck. Beautiful looking truck, but how cool. It's a
Ben
PBR,
Rhodes, Corey Heim, battle
bull
of the fifth.
riders. It's a team, and they won the championship last year and decided they wanted to get on board the truck this time around.
It's Heim time.
Yeah, they
do.
Well. Yeah,
looking for a road around Ben Rhodes.
He had gone to the bull riding last night.
That's a unique sponsorship partner. At least the truck's not looking
you got to
like
see
a
of it?
fucking bull.
It has on occasion.
It's more like the Cadillac. It's nice and smooth. Yeah, they worked through the
Come
issues
on, 11
earlier.
from the dirty South. Heim time.
Solid night for Ben Rhodes.
105 laps complete of
Had a couple
250.
Not so great finishes. Just needed to come in here, be smooth, don't make any mistakes. Came in with a 22-point advantage in ninth, above the cut line.
Ninth place for Crafton. Just stay in there.
Christian Eckes with a half-second lead over Grant Enfinger. Taylor Gray, Lane Riggs. Ben Rhodes.
Yep, that's going to be fun too, Mark. I'm hoping to be there for that. It's in August. August 2nd. I think it's a Saturday.
Nice effort tonight so far. Matt Crafton in 9th and Connor Jones in 10th.
How about our chicklets showing the fastest speeds? They're scattered all out across the top 20, aren't they?
Yeah, how about 11th?
So Ingram's the fastest because he's on faster tires. Of course, Majeski's third, and Zillett. So the guys that just pit are the fastest.
Showing a lot of patience.
And then Ainfinger is third, who's been out there for a while.
In traffic.
And Ty Dillon, another car, he's fifth fastest.
About earlier how important it is
been out there for 8 laps, one of the runs as well.
There's no reason for him to get in any hurry back there in the mess he was in. Picked his way through it, as you can see last time.
Jeske up to 16th
on the track. They're going to hear from Tom.
Your dark horse is 99.
And they're going to get strung out a little bit more than we did right after the restart, and it's going to be easier for him to make those passes.
Connor Jones there in the 66, doing a great job tonight. He's up inside the top 10, battling there with Tyler Ankrum.
Connor's a part-time driver.
I hope so too. I know some people there at Bristol. So.
Never finished in the top 10, just outside the top 10, but trying to get it done here tonight as he has a battle with Tyler Ankrum, who's trying to take away that spot.
Both these drivers on the same strategy, both pitted on lap 73, so same number of laps on the tires for these two trucks.
As is the case for the truck just behind them.
Oh, I understand.
The black truck, Connor Zillett, he's on the same strategy as well.
So we mentioned that Connor Zillett made the announcement last week. He'll be racing for Junior Motorsports full-time next year. He'll be in 4 Xfinity races coming up here in the next couple of months. He's got 4 more truck races planned. And if they can get some funding, they hope to race in the finale at Phoenix in the Truck Series. So
we'll run a handful of
I
ARCA races.
appreciate you, buddy. We don't need any more mods.
In the ARCA Menards East Series. They have a couple of races to go. And those are combination races with the National Series. We've talked about the fact that we'll see him at Michigan next week in his first start ever on a big fast track.
I have a feeling his eyes are going to be wide open when he sees Michigan for the first time. Amanda, what are you hearing?
Wishing one.
As you take a look at the 88th and 3-time NASCAR Craftsman Trucks champion of Matt Crafton,
I know where you're going with that, Mark.
He has a win or bust to get into this playoff and to keep that streak alive, but it's not without effort tonight. He's told the team that the truck is simply too tight.
We forgot about the back. The heck yeah, Connor gonna be the 88. That's right.
Moving on for a quick update on Tanner Gray. He came into this race hoping to defend an opportunity to race in his first playoff ever. His team is telling him, keep your eyes forward. The goal is to get around the 33 of Lawless Allen so we can put ourselves in that lucky dog position. They are trying to battle back and grind through it, like Tanner said at the beginning of the race.
Wow, what a challenge it's been, though, for that truck of Gray.
I'm always happy when the Mets lose 97
Cobra. Just ahead of
Cobra.
him there is Dean Thompson in the 5. That's the first truck he needs to get by. Then Allen. And hopefully he does all that before somebody else gets lapped.
Yeah, the problem is right now Garcia and
Ty Dillon.
Sawallich are only a couple seconds
P9.
ahead of our leader as we have a great battle for the lead.
Oh, Ainfinger making a run on Eckes.
Right ahead of him. What do? Christian Eckes trying to hang on to it. He goes to the outside. Grant Enfinger to the inside.
Lap car in the middle of them.
At this battle, Grant Enfinger in the 9 truck trying to lead for the
Look at
first time
Enfinger.
tonight at Richmond. Meanwhile, Taylor Gray back there.
Might have a new leader here.
Orange and white truck. He's trying to get a sniff. He says, you guys stay side by side. I want a piece of this action.
How about that? Lap 115, 3-way battle for the lead.
Wow. Here comes Taylor Gray in there,
25
too.
laps to go in stage number 2. Christian Eckes picked up stage 1.
You have a new leader. Grant Enfinger, y'all.
As we run, guys.
Yeah, Eckes slid really wide
Yeah,
there.
Mayer's gone
Enfinger
and
is able to
Jones.
take advantage.
Grant Enfinger, new leader in Richmond.
Another commercial. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. You're watching How Come No Full Screen? Paul, we cannot show the race. It is illegal to show the races. We don't pay for that. We don't pay money to have that on our channel. It's illegal. You can't do that. Copyright. Boop. So, we got you bringing in the audio. We have live leaderboard. Now, Xfinity and Cup races, we have like a NASCAR.com supplies cams that we can watch. They're free to anybody can watch. Tomorrow will be will be as well. For the Cup race, we'll have in-car cameras plus cameras that are on the top of the track, and we'll also have a aerial cam as well. So that tomorrow will be different, but tonight and also the trucks are on FS1. Xfinity and Cup are on NBC. So it's two different things, and Fox doesn't spend money like that. So that's it. So that's what we do here for truck races. This is how we do. And YouTube would take us down. And I don't plan on doing that. We've had a good little run here. I don't plan on doing that. So other people can do it, but we're not doing it. So, but I appreciate you being here, buddy. Yeah, I know. I know it does. But like, I was supposed they would give us in-car cameras because they have in-car cameras in the trucks. Let us have the in-car cameras at least, something. But it is what it is. But you're the biggest Bailey Curry fan? Nice, Joe. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button. Trying to get to 200 likes. Hit the subscribe. We are 18,439 on our subscribes. We'd love to get to 18,450. If you haven't hit the subscribe, make sure you do. We have a great community, NASCAR community, great chat, great everything. So make sure you do. We also have a Discord. If you want to join our Discord, we have a great Discord. Lots of channels in there, lots of racing talk during the week, what's going on. Bronny's always keeping us up to date on what's going on. So make sure you join our Discord as well. And tomorrow for the flag-to-flag coverage of the Cookout 400, we'll be live tomorrow, I guess at 4:30 Central. Look for a stream up later on tonight. We'll have everything ready to go. Hit your notification bells so you know when we go live at any time. We also do Atlanta Braves baseball. We're going to be doing Tennessee Volunteers football, Tennessee Volunteers basketball, and some Disney stuff. We're going on a couple cruises this fall, so you'll have that as well. Some vlogs, some travel vlogs, some Disney stuff, whatever. This is a great channel. We'd love for you to be here. Subscribe to us. It's awesome. So 18 on the move. He's got fresh tires as well. So 18, Majeski, and Zilich all moving up now, these long runs. Connor Zilich, Majeski in 11th, Zilich in 10th, and Ankrum now in P5. So this should be interesting to see what happens here toward the end of the stage 2. 17 to go. Here we go.
And Amanda Busick and Josh Sims on pit road. Some nice battles all over
I swear,
the place.
NASCAR.com,
right here,
they won't have anything tonight,
10th.
but
Connor
tomorrow
Zilich
they will.
has it. 98 of Ty Majeski wants it.
I thought Majeski was going to get by the 7 of Zilich, but it hasn't happened. Again, I think it's just an incredible amount of patience that Majeski has shown with this 98 truck. Obviously had the penalty. Ooh, is that a little four-wheel slide by
like a slide
Zilich?
I would say there's a whole lot of four-wheel slide by Zilich, and opened up the door there for Majeski to take advantage. He pounces to the bottom. I think he's going to get this spot.
But what a great effort by Zilich. Obviously, only one truck race before, and that was on the road course, which is right in his wheelhouse. But how about this battle for the lead? Taylor Gray going to try to grab that lead on the inside.
Oh, Taylor Gray!
Taylor Gray to the point. Grant Enfinger settles in behind. I think he had a little trouble with Garcia in the 13 truck.
Yeah, Jake's trying to stay on the lead lap.
That affects a lot. Matt Crafton, all those guys
Not
low.
only did he enter that corner very shallow underneath Enfinger, he was able to keep it on the bottom and then pounce on Garcia.
Taylor Gray, the new leader, 15 to go.
For the young Gray. Watch this.
You see those 17s.
A little bit of a bump there from Enfinger, slows his momentum, but watch how nice and tight Taylor Gray's able to keep that 17 truck.
He takes advantage of the loss of momentum, as you talked about, with a 9 of Enfinger, and keeps that thing right on the bottom as he gets in the corner really hard.
Yeah, he sped up, it looked like, in the center of the corner.
Drive off.
What's up, Richard? Good to see you, buddy.
How difficult it is to enter a corner like that.
Stick Rep says Ty 98 back to the top 10. Oh, Crafton. Dang.
Comes out for the 3rd time tonight.
Oh, he hit the wall.
Touches the wall right at the end.
Well, we have the same scenario.
Caution on the track.
Late caution in this stage. I think they all pit again.
By the time we get the field collected, it'll be about 10 to go in this stage.
Matt Crafton, you see a little damage on the left front right there, that
Dang.
fender area. Running 14th at the time of the spin.
That was my...
Let's see what happened here.
I mean, he doesn't have much damage.
I don't think that'll mess this truck up too badly. Looks like he just
got
tried
loose.
to dive in the corner and maybe got loose on entry. Is that what you see, Phil?
That's what it looked like. Tried to get inside of Honeycutt, I think. And
Watch how he keeps his truck away from Honeycutt.
Yeah, Honeycutt gave him room. He had room down on the bottom.
He was clear of the wall until the last
been
second,
working
and
him
the
for a
front
number of
left
laps,
front
and
bumper
he
hit
thought
the
he had
wall.
a good shot at maybe getting by, but unfortunately it didn't work for him. But as you mentioned, I don't think there's a great deal of damage to that
Yeah,
Menards
Steven,
truck.
we do them all, man. They don't have many. This is only the 15th race or 16th race of the year. They don't do many.
Matt stayed on the lead lap.
We bring them to you.
Why does that guy have to pinch his door? Absolutely no room. Just adapted sideways all the way down.
Let's just fix our truck and go back at it. Still on the lead lap, as you said, Phil. Sometimes when you're behind the wheel, it looks
He
a
was
little
in the
bit different
top
to
8
you than it does to us looking on from replays. Looked like there was room to the bottom for Matt, but maybe he thought he got squeezed on entry a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying is, why does that truck have to drive down on my door? So I think he's talking about Honeycutt, maybe not giving him.
I think the only one we didn't do was that one where we had 2 races back to
Jared
back.
Prince on the pit box, the crew chief for Matt
They were
Crafton,
racing
getting
at
a
the
look
same
from our
time. Do you remember
cameras,
that one, y'all?
Exactly how much damage he's working
Here comes the
with.
pits.
Pit
Who's
road
staying out?
is open, and here they come. Amanda.
Yeah, Jamie, I wish you could have seen the way that the teams jumped off
Here
at
comes
the
the
side
leaders.
of that
I don't
caution.
know
One
if
of those teams
Majeski's
was
going
the
to come down
99
here or
of
not.
Ben Rhodes. He said he's been having trouble rotating the center and wants to be better on exit. It will be a couple of adjustments and 4 tires for Rhodes. Josh?
For the 43 of Daniel Dye, he said that truck is just a tick too tight in the center. He said make a slight adjustment and I'll be really happy with this thing. For Lane Riggs in the 38, he said this thing is just way too tight. So tight it feels like the right front is going down. Otherwise, the team told him we're still running some of the fastest laps. They just need to get that truck dialed in for him.
What's up, David Thomas? Is it still 3-0?
He's going to hold serve off of pit road.
Yes, it's still 3-0. Hey, we got runner at first and second. Hey.
There's the damage that we talked about for Crafton. They're going to
come on,
that left front a
Crafton.
bit.
It doesn't even hardly look like damage anymore, does it?
It's nice work by Jeff Stankiewicz.
So Ben Rhodes did come in. Everybody came in.
The lead for Grant Enfinger.
Right. All right. So we're at a commercial. Looks like everybody pit. We're all back on the same pit schedule. Majeski, we'll see what the final line is here, but yeah, I said that when I saw Juan Pablo, I was like, well, jet dryers beware. Martin says, yes, before I found your channel, I was watching on someone's channel where they played the race but muted the TV. I'm glad I found them. The other channel was just some annoying teenagers. Yeah, some do it, get away with it, but one day they'll find them. So it is what it is. But this is how we do it. We've had success doing it, and we'll keep on doing it that way. So we've been doing NASCAR for about a year and a half, a quarter, 3/4 of a year. So a year and, I don't know, 8 months, year and 8 months now of NASCAR. We started last year just doing the Sunday races, and then this year I added doing all the races. So it's been fun. We've met tons of new people. Our subscriber count has gone up tremendously. If you go back to our Daytona 500 stream, the subs is not like where it is now. But we've had a great time. We've met a lot of cool people. So we appreciate you guys coming back all the time. What's your opinion on Andretti Racing coming to NASCAR in the future? Different. More people. More people that think they can do it. Thank you for subscribing, Steven. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. But we'll be live tomorrow. You go see. That's right, Ken. We just keep on doing what we're doing. There's haters. I don't know. Just flattered, Some people make a big deal about it, but that's okay. We have a good time. It's always good to do a truck race every now and then. We'll be back for the Milwaukee Mile. I think that's on Sunday after the Daytona race on Saturday night. So we'll be doing the Sunday race. Man, that Zilich kid is impressive. Yeah. All right. So Ty Dillon stayed out. They had to. Friesen, he has to stay out. Bailey Curry, and then there's Grant Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Christian Eckes. So I'm thinking Ty Dillon, Stuart Friesen, and Bailey Curry did not pit We'll see.
Shown as the leader, first 3 truckers stayed out. Grant Enfinger
He just going, hey,
actually
that's
gained
right.
a spot
Promo code.
on pit road over Taylor Gray, who was leading when the pits opened.
Yeah, 3 trucks stayed on the racetrack, and I think it's going to be very similar to what we saw last time at the end of that first stage. That those 3 trucks are going to be slow.
Way.
Er.
And it's getting ready to happen right in turn 1.
Thank you for the subscribe.
At least
thank
4
you guys
wide.
so much. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Right behind them, they fan out 4 wide into turn 1.
Oh.
Wide.
Who's that?
Grant Enfinger.
Enfinger coming out of nowhere.
Coming through to the lead he goes. That didn't take long.
I did not understand those 3 trucks staying out. There was absolutely nothing to gain there and a whole lot to lose.
I don't understand why you tried to stay out, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And those guys are dropping like flies.
We know Stuart Friesen was one of those trucks. He desperately needs stage points, but it's not going to work because he's going to get passed by most of these trucks that stopped and got tires.
Look at Taylor Gray. He's getting gobbled up. He's keeps
New
falling.
leader.
He's back in the 12th spot.
Oh, just barely squeezing that little hole.
A tight spot.
I'm surprised there's not a wreck.
Emerge from.
Look how well that truck cuts to the bottom, though. Nice turn there.
Stuart Friesen on the outside, one of those that stayed out. He continues to fall.
There's Majeski there, that blue and silver, number 98.
Give a shout out to that yellow truck up ahead there. That's Connor Hall. He's in the top 10, doing a nice job in that 91.
Making his debut tonight in the Truck Series, 27 years old. Virginia native, by the way. This has to be fun for him and his family.
Nolan Knight's not doing too well, Justin.
See what Christian Eckes has. We saw him fading there prior to that caution. See if they made an adjustment that'll help that 19 truck.
See Taylor Gray trying to get around on the outside. That orange and black number 17. That's Nick Sanchez, the 2 to his inside.
A couple of Connors there side by side. We got Connors and Masons.
2 laps to go in stage number 2. It's a battle for those extra points. Connor Jones.
That was a dive, wasn't it, Phil?
It was.
There comes Majeski. He's going to work all over the back of that 91 truck.
That's the battle for 12th. Just outside the top 10. The top 10 get points in each stage. Christian Eckes got stage 1. Grant Enfinger, who pitted, got those fresh tires. Wasted no time.
Didn't learn from Majeski. Dumb move. You're right, Randy. Like, come on, man.
Trying to grab that.
What happened to the Braves? I thought we had a playoff team. It was bad. And Grant Enfinger, congratulations, stage 2 winner.
This is Enfinger's first stage win since Milwaukee last year.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I got to change my caution thing to 4.
Grant Enfinger. The truck to beat right now. Can he hang on? And
all right, Grant Enfinger, stage 2. We're now in stage 3. What is going to happen here? All right, so here is the time we do stage 3 is where you get to pick, change who you picked earlier in the race. Stage 3, here's your opportunity to renege what you picked in right before we went green flag. Are you changing who you predicted to win this race? I'm still going Eckes. He figures out a way to win. Who do you got? Are you changing it? Are you keeping it? Ronnie's going the 98. Should say 4. Yeah, I got it. 4. Yeah, 4. Come on, Majeski. 98. Everybody's got the 98. 71. Kyle. 99. I didn't earlier, but I agree on the 19. 99 for Justin. Grant Enfinger wins stage 2, and Daniel Dye finishes 3rd. Yes, the 98 is going to be the winner, Martin says. Okay. You guys are picking it here. We got 108 laps to go. Caruth and the 38 Riggs. Billy Vo's sticking with it. 3-1. Hey, we scored. Woo! Sticking with it, Brian says. All right. Sticking with it. Dark Horse is the 7. Wow, that would be something, Ronnie. Not a Ford guy, but that 98 can make some moves. 98, Bob says. Barry says the 25. I'm going with my dark horse Enfinger over Ty. Okay, Kelly. Dark horse 98. Jake's going the 9. Brian's going Heim time. Sticking with the 11. Heim time. Okay, Majeski for Lloyd. Anybody else, get your picks in before we start stage 3. Here is your chance to change who you had it before the race started. Steven says the 9. Okay. I'm going Eckes. Figures away. Figures away. All right. Let's see what happens here. Everybody's got their predictions in. Grant Enfinger leading them down.
2 stages in the books from Richmond Raceway. And you see the
2 with the upset win,
tonight.
Andrew.
Christian
Wow.
Eckes, 19.
Nick
all the way down to
Sanchez.
Tyler Ankrum, who's already locked in with 3 points.
Yeah, 12 points have been
Let's
Rhodes.
go
That's
Heim
big.
time, Randy.
Daniel Dodd
Georgia
with
Shine going that 11
points.
as well.
Huge for him.
We're going to reset stage number 3. The last stage of the
Another
regular
commercial.
season is coming up next.
Why even come back? Why don't you just stay away and then make one long commercial and then come back? Thanks for the subscribes, guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the big love tonight. We've had a huge day on NASCAR. Tomorrow, hope to have the biggest one of another big race. But we'll see how it goes. Can everyone make it to the end? Let's look. I'm sure they will. They just pit right now. The question is, can they? Yeah, you're right. It's 106 laps. I don't think they can run 106 laps. I think we're gonna have another caution. I mean, there's no way we're not gonna have another caution, which will come down to one last pit. Let's see live. Everybody's in full right now. Now the 3 cars, Friesen, Curry, and Garcia, I'm sure they're gonna pit because they're pitting here soon because they are low on fuel. Ty Dillon as well. He tried to stay out. And then you got Parsons, Massey, Hill, Spencer, and Moffitt all did not pit either unless they just pit now. So David says the 38 Lynn Riggs for Gordon. Where's Ty Dillon, CeeLo? Ty Dillon, he didn't do so well he didn't learn after Majeski. I don't know why. He's on the very bottom. He's on the very last car, on the lead lap. He is in 23rd. There we go. Hey, Atlanta 1-3. Nice. Okay. All right. Here we go. Stage 3. Time for some fun. I got the NASCAR app open. I got the Braves on top of that. I got NASCAR here. I got you guys here with me. It's a good Saturday night. And we'll stream for the Cookout 400. Will be up tomorrow. Look for the stream to be up tomorrow. Tonight, actually. Late tonight. It'll be up tonight. So when you wake up in the morning, it'll be there. Make sure you hit the like button for us. Get that out of the way. And we'll have some fun. Smackdown. Well, Matt's damage hurt him. Didn't look like he had too much damage, Rebecca. But to get back, he's in 16, P16.
Quarter mile.
He's 16 for Matt Crafton. And it's not like they can just not pit. Or maybe just take 2 tires. Might help. And if they do pit with everybody under caution. What time is the race tomorrow? I think it starts at 4:30. Let's look. Starts at 5 p.m. So 4:30 Central will be going live. 4:30 Central live on our channel.
Their spot, their ticket into the playoffs. 2 spots remain as they sit. You take a look at the bubble. Who's on the outside looking in and who is in as of right now? It's quite interesting how things are shaking out. You see Daniel Dye plus 25, Tanner Gray minus 25.
Oh, Tanner Gray
Guys,
minus 25.
He just got the free pass. He's back on the lead lap.
He has a chance now.
And that got
Daniel Dye plus 25. That's a good
he's
thing.
Back in the game.
He's in.
Let's make sure we square off and go straight up against him.
Let's hear from a crew chief, Josh.
Dylan Capello, the crew chief of the 38 team. You got Lane Riggs in position in fourth. What's it going to take to bring this home, get the win you need to make the postseason?
Yeah, I think we're just going to, hope that this last adjustment helps the truck on the long run. And I think we can run with these guys for sure. Lane's done a really good job.
Two tires will help for 3 laps,
really,
right, Steven?
Coming into his form that we know he could do at the beginning of the season. So loves RV
nice.
stock.
I just saw that.
F-150's been really good, and just trying to keep it up here. Maybe get off strategy at the end and see what happens. So doing
Needed
good.
that.
Amanda?
Yeah, Josh, it's not official yet, but a great night for Ben Rhodes so far. His crew chief, Doug Randolph, just told me it's been hectic. How to plan has this race gone for you guys so far?
Well, Ben's doing a great job out there in the Nashville Stampede Ford. We got to be a little conservative here and play it smart. Obviously, we could have a new winner. We're just trying to finish this off and make sure we get in the playoffs.
Nashville Stampede. Never heard of that.
I love what he said. He knows it, and
Yeah,
we
what
know
is
it.
that?
There could be a new winner.
Type
We
that
also
in
have
to
heard
see what
about
that is.
strategy. We talked about how the first 2 stages would be pretty straightforward. This is going to be all but that. These guys are going to try to pull some strategy, pit sooner than the rest, later than the rest, try to catch a caution. We're going to see a little bit of everything in this final stage.
We're going to restart with about 101 laps to go. Look for
All right, here we go.
under green if we stay green.
Here we go, green flag. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Grant Enfinger on the outside lane. Riggs just heard from his crew chief right there in the 38 truck with a big push to Grant Enfinger. They're fanning out. Is that the 11 of Corey Heim trying to make it 3 wide?
There wasn't quite enough room. There was a little bit
Here
of
comes
contact
Heim
between he and the 43 of Daniel Dye.
Man, Daniel took a chance there by squeezing down on Corey that hard, but both of them got away with it, and Corey wound up with a spot.
Oh, they're wrecking behind
Oh,
him.
wrecking.
Thompson, the 5 truck, goes around, collects the 46. Thad Moffitt, the
Oh, there goes
88,
Crafton.
Matt
He got
Crafton
wrecked
involved.
again. Thad Moffitt.
Is that Keith McGee?
Thad Moffitt needs to get off the road. He's losing a lot of fluid there. Should have hooked it down pit road. Keith McGee with issues there. Dean Thompson was the first one I saw go around. We'll catch a replay and see what exactly went down, but we've seen how crazy it is back there in the pack.
That was back in 28th, 29th, 30th positions. Safety clean truck was beautiful.
Mason Massey also with a lot of damage. There's that
Dean
5,
Thompson.
Dean Thompson.
That might be his nail in the coffin there for his playoff run.
Couldn't tell how much damage he really had.
I saw Crafton was involved too.
I think that probably lost fuel pressure.
Nashville Stampede is bull riding. I didn't know they
Watch
did
the
that
25 truck. Right side of your screen, that white truck.
Way down low is Ty Dillon, and he gets hit by Chase Purdy, and that knocks him into the back of Dean Thompson, and around Dean goes.
Well, I don't know.
Ty Dillon doing Ty Dillon
Some of these
things.
drivers missed that. Stefan did a really nice job in that 75 truck to avoid that.
Matt Crafton sneaks through as well. Watch this mess back there.
Oh, he did get through.
Oh, right in front of those guys.
See the 45 truck right there just gets through. I don't think he got a scratch on him. Caden Honeycutt.
Matt Crafton did a great job. He actually stopped. This is from Tanner Gray's onboard.
Really got lucky.
Great job by the spotter. Low, turn down,
Low,
turn
low,
down.
low, low, low,
That's
low,
exactly
low.
what Tanner did, and he missed it.
Got back on the lead lap. Now he misses this big crash. He's got to be feeling
Ty drove him like his
refreshed here
brother
late in the
Austin
going.
did.
See Jake Garcia
Caution
cut hard low
5,
as well.
yes.
So the 5th time that the caution has been out tonight. Thad Moffitt needs a little help to get
There's
off
your
the
leaders.
racetrack.
The
Bring him back
19s
to the
led
garage.
65 laps.
Keith McGee getting out. And I don't think that changes our strategy. Nobody's going to stop here, and that's just going to prolong it. Okay, however many laps are left in this race, once we restart, then cut that in half. And that's when we'll start seeing pit stops, I think.
And maybe even a little bit before that is a possibility. But then also you got to think of a guy, say
Caution
you're
5.
Tanner Gray. You might try to stretch that out and
have
just
a
keep
caution
going. You
count
know
here
you don't
for
have a
you guys.
chance to win the race or to point your way in. If you do what everybody else does, do something different, take a chance.
Grant Enfinger continues to lead here as we're under caution for the 5th time from Richmond Raceway.
I love my kids.
All right, so you switched it while you were okay. Thank you. Appreciate the reminder. But thank you guys so much for being here again. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys here on a Saturday night watching truck racing with me. We thank you so much. Hit the like button. We're at our 200 likes. You guys are awesome. Hit the subscribe. Become a member. Have fun. Just hanging out here. This is cool. So my Braves are winning now. So we'll see here. I think the fuel, they said about 50 laps will be where we will have to need some fuel. So Infinger, Eckes, Riggs, Rhodes, Heim. And then you got Daniel Dye, Tyler Ingram, Caruth. There's Majeski in P9, and then Taylor Gray in P10. So does this thing update? Let's see. Does it update as the race is going on? Let's see. Does it update? Let's see. No, because they had Daniel Dye above the cut line. So yeah, it doesn't update. Okay. I don't know if I refreshed it. Let's see what happens. Will it work? See if it works now. No. Yeah, so it's got Daniel Dye still here, so no. Okay, so it doesn't update throughout the thing. 320 people watching, 203 likes. Let's close the gap. That's right. Thank you, Pierce. Let's see if we get 300 likes. That would be awesome. We get the 300 likes on a Craftsman Truck Series race. Next race for the Craftsman Truck Series is at the Milwaukee Mile in 2 weeks. We'll be bringing that to you on a Sunday afternoon, I believe. That's the weekend of Daytona. Daytona's on a Saturday. Xfinity's on a Friday night. And Milwaukee is on a Sunday. But with rain in Florida, you never know. The LTX, thank you so much for subscribing. So that'll be our next NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Will be from the Milwaukee Mile on a Sunday. Go Ben Rhodes, Brian Allen, $20 super chat. You are awesome, Ben Rhodes. Go Ben Rhodes, Brian Allen. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. I can't express enough thank you for you guys giving your hard-earned money back to me, to this channel. And I appreciate you guys, everybody. Thank you so much. That is cool. All right, so let's see what happens here in this 95 laps to go. And we have a fun time. It does update. You have to go to the live standing. Okay, I'll have to go check that out.
He's a big feller.
He is strong.
Man, I'm mad, the LTX says. Why you mad, man? Both Young's Motorsports cars are out. Oh, dude.
Congratulate him for
I really
moving
like the
on.
Young's Motorsports trucks. I got you, LTX.
Hey, Taylor Gray,
I'd be
Parsons
mad
and the
too.
Fox team, you got a copy?
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Phil, got you.
Buddy, you guys have done a great job tonight. You find yourself now in the 10th spot, but that truck's been fast, been up in the top 3 most of the night. Congratulations on making your first playoff here and your first full season in the Craftsman Truck Series. How about for the finish of this thing?
Yeah, Phil, Jeff, probably a really fast JBL Toyota Tierney Pro. Just going to execute on it here. Had a bad restart there. Just struggle with people on tires there. And just going to have to fight our way out of this little hole that we put ourselves in. But, you know, I got a lot of confidence in my Tricon Garage guys. And, you know, just have a really fast truck. So just going to let everything play out. Just execute on that one.
Sounds good. How about we ask your crew chief? We have him on camera, Jeff Hensley. Hey, buddy, great job here getting this truck in the playoffs. You guys have been solid all year long. What are you thinking about the rest of this thing?
Well, I mean, we'll see how this shakes out. I mean, I think we got a top 3 truck. I don't know if we got a winning truck or not, but I think we got a top 3 truck. The longer it runs under the green, the better off we are. It seems like every time we get ready to take the lead on the stage, the caution comes out. So, not meant for us to win the stage tonight, but Taylor's doing a heck of a job taking care of the tires. Guys prepared an excellent JBL Toyota, and we'll just see what happens. We've already done what we come to do, and now we'll just see if we can't transfer on the owner points and maybe get us a win here tonight.
All right, buddy, we talked earlier in the day about what would happen here if this, if we get green flag running here in this third stage. If we go green from here, when are you going to stop, Jeff?
Oh, I don't know. We're just going to play that by ear and see what happens.
I know. Play it close to the vest. I got you. I can see you smiling, too. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't have any idea what he's going to do.
Well, he's telling he's not going to take that into question.
Yeah.
That's funny. So that was Taylor Gray they were talking to.
Well, let's
he's
listen
firmly
to
in the
older
playoffs.
brother,
So
what he's thinking. Here's Tanner.
Bray needs the Mets win, and Mets needs to lose tonight.
Jeff and Grant have this same kind of deal here. Caution comes out about 180. They put tires on, nobody else does, and they drive and win this thing. So I'm not giving up. Yeah,
10-4. We've talked about it.
Connor Zillage, Connor Jones, Connor Hall.
Things around when other drivers make a pit stop and you don't stay out. It's going to be interesting.
Tanner Gray minus 8 points right now to the bubble, shown back
Thank you
there
for the
in the
subscribe,
20th
Tony.
spot.
Welcome back.
I know you know Hensley really
Dean
well.
Thompson looks like his season is going to be over.
I thought I'd try.
I love the
playoff run is going to be over. He's having issues on pit road right now.
Trouble for Dean Thompson. That was a hard hit. They were just getting up to speed into turn 1, and around they all went. Turn 3 by that time, I guess, after the restart.
All right,
Hard
92
impact
to go.
for him.
Still cleaning this track up. We saw that 46 truck of Thad Moffitt.
What is going on? We're in stage
inside.
3. Infinger is in the lead. We just had a
Get that
caution.
thing hooked up. It's been a
Or a
lengthy
big
caution.
wreck.
And drivers, I don't think mind
Under
that
100
much
laps
right now,
until
Phil,
we see
because see
Majeski
how much
victory
these
lane, or will it be
tires fall off.
Riggs?
They're not going
see.
to fall off during caution, so they're going to have fresher stuff as we race into the night.
Majeski win back-to-back
How
races?
much of a better job
See.
that their track crews do on getting these racetracks cleaned up. Back in the day, it would be up to us drivers to blow the speedy dry off. Now they blow it off, vacuum it up, and the track is great when they go back racing.
All right, guys, so we've got about
5 or 6.
90 or so laps to go. And then we won't be talking about the cutoff line because we are going playoff racing. 7 stops next up, Milwaukee Mile on August 25th.
What a great 3-race round here. I love the diversity of these 3 racetracks.
Yeah, Milwaukee Mile is a mile, as it says in the name. I guess you figured that out. But it races like a short track. You slip and slide, and it's a flat racetrack. So
Milwaukee Mile, Bristol?
The high banks of Bristol. I always love going to Bristol.
Going to race around
And then,
that baseball field.
They're on like a Wednesday night.
Then we'll go out west a little bit to Kansas Speedway.
What a racy track that is, too. We've seen them run from the apron to the wall and everywhere in between.
What a great better and better, doesn't it?
It does.
Thank you, Rodney. I
10
appreciate you, buddy.
drivers, 7
Better watch out for that
races make up
99.
Playoffs for the Truck Series.
Ben Rhodes.
We'll wind up in Phoenix, Arizona.
So there's some breaks. If you do the math, they've got some breaks. Just the nice part for these teams in this series. They get a little breather. They can work on their trucks, set up for the next round. Uh-oh.
We're going to run those 3
stops.
races, and then we're going to drop off 2 of those 10 playoff drivers.
Like we're not going to go back to
and then we'll have
green
8
anytime soon.
for another round of 3
The
before we decide
33
who's
has
going to
stopped in
Phoenix
the
to
middle of
race
the
for the
track.
championship.
They're working on the lineup right now, so
Wallace Allen?
is
Oh.
waiting for that so he can shuffle in line.
Wallace Allen shown 23rd.
Wallace Allen thought he was the free pass. NASCAR has now rescinded that pass to him, and they gave it to Chase Purdy. He'll go back on the lead lap. Stephen Parsons will be in the 25th position in his 75 truck. He'll be the next guy in line to get a free pass if the caution were to fall quickly after this restart.
Yeah, and we're talking about the fact that we're not
11
anticipating
playing rope
cautions, but we certainly didn't anticipate that caution as well.
Corey Heim just sitting
Normally,
waiting,
if we're
right?
going to get
just
a caution,
sitting
it's probably
waiting
going to be
for
right
Heim
after
time.
a
Ty
restart,
says
as we
Eckes,
saw
please.
The 4 and 5
That's
wide
what I'm
racing
saying,
there.
Ty.
We saw a big
That's what I'm
squeeze by
saying.
this guy, Daniel Dye, really taking Corey Heim down low. Luckily, they all got through there, but then when we got down to turn 3, wasn't so lucky to make it.
I think Corey gave him a break, gave him a little bit extra room getting
Promo
down
code
in
says
turn number
19.
You mentioned the extended caution. We had a lot of fluid from Thad Moffitt.
Purdy's
The 5 of
lucky.
Dean
I never
Thompson,
thought he would
saw
get
him
back on the lead lap.
getting hooked up and getting help back to the garage.
They were trying to
He's
put
just
some
waiting for the time. The driver's
water in that
side.
truck, but I guess it
Just
didn't
waiting
work
on
out.
Heim time, right, Georgia
Well, as they
Shine?
continue this cleanup, we'll step aside and we'll drop the green flag on the backside. We're live from Richmond Raceway.
All right. And we'll do it one more time so you guys know. Just a reminder, you guys, we're doing a giveaway tomorrow. We'll give this away, this amazing, huge announcement brought to you by Our Motorsports and the Dude Wipes 5 Chevrolet and Xfinity. Our Motorsports has given us 2 NASCAR Xfinity Series VIP passes for the Focus Health 250 in Atlanta on September 7th, 2024. We will be giving these 2 tickets away tomorrow during our Cookout 400 live stream. There is some stipulations to this race. Since we're at a commercial, I'll just do it one more time. You have to be 18 years or older, of age or older. You have to have a valid United States driver's license. You have to live in the United States. And you have to have a valid telephone number. So if NASCAR needs to get a hold of you, they can. So there is your 4 stipulations. If you do not qualify for any of those stipulations, please do not enter in the tomorrow, because if you do win, you will be disqualified. But this is the giveaway. 2 VIP passes. In this VIP pass, you will be able to sit in the pit box of the Our Motorsports number 5 Dude Wipes Chevy, and you'll be able to sit in the pit box of the 5 car. You'll also have access to all the Xfinity garage beforehand. You'll have NASCAR qualifying that morning as well, plus Xfinity qualifying to watch in the pits. Get to meet some drivers and all that good stuff. So, and also you're going to get to meet Anthony Alfredo, Fast Pasta, plus some Dude Wipes merch. And you also have to wear the purple hat. That's right, T-Van. So there it is. Make sure you're with us tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you when, but we will be giving this away tomorrow. All right, stage 3. Yes, it is an awesome giveaway thanks to our good friends at Our Motorsports and the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He's very, very, very nice to us.
Race of the regular season. 85 laps to go. Had 5 different leaders tonight. Christian Eckes has led the most.
How many laps will they run under yellow exactly? But we're going back green now.
Finger in that 9 truck has come on strong. Beautiful paint scheme. He is the leader with the 19.
Infinger's been strong, y'all.
Stage 1 winner.
Here we go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Is complete. Green flag back in the air. Great restart for the 9 at Grant Enfinger. Eckes slides back. Corey Heim to the inside, making it 4 wide once again.
Oh! Who is that?
Look at Ben Rhodes. This is the
Ben
highest we've seen
Rhodes?
him run all night.
We talk all the time about how the further we get into the race, the more aggressive these drivers get. We've already seen 4 wide. How much more aggressive can they get?
It's the second time Corey's been squeezed down getting in turn 1 on a restart. See Raja Caruth. Raja has made his way up into the top 10 for the first time.
What kind of bet would you have to come in to be forced
for the 6th spot?
Caruth with a really solid season.
What's up, Bobby?
8 top 10s. By the way, this is his home track. Grew up in Washington, D.C. Not too far up the road.
He came. Oh, come on. Another caution. Who is it this time? Wallace Allen again?
With trouble, but he gets it rolling.
Wallace Allen caution.
Earlier, he was running in the free spot position, and he got that quick caution he needed.
Oh, me too, Kelly.
To get back on the lead lap.
6th caution of the night.
You just gotta know, Phil. It's just going to get worse and worse. They're just going to push harder and harder. We've seen a lot of blocks thrown, and you're liable to take those blocks a little bit better early in the going than you are late.
That's right. Just park the truck, bro.
See Ty Majeski in the 10th spot, the 98, after that pit road penalty earlier. There's a replay of the most recent incident. There's a 33. Lawless Allen just misses the 88.
He had the back tires fired up trying to keep it pointed in the right direction. Did a nice job of keeping it out of that inside wall.
So pits are open. We mentioned Stephen Parsons, the free pass.
I don't think we see anything on pit road here that matters. What do you think, Phil?
No, I don't think so. I think we're probably 30 laps short of somebody thinking about coming to pit road. I think if we get a caution in 30 laps, then everybody comes to pit road. Again, but that may be a good time for someone to gamble.
Yeah, every gambler knows the secret to surviving.
And maybe that's exactly what Matt Crafton is doing right now.
Amanda, he's coming your way.
Phil, you're exactly on it. It is going to be a gamble by this team. They were talking this strategy even before the last time when Matt Crafton had got caught up in that issue on track. They were curious if the tires had been flat spotted. Matt said that they were fine, but Jared Prince decided to bring this truck in. Let's put some stickers on it and have those scrubs to the end,
There's
guys.
Crafton getting 4 tires.
And this race goes green, then that's going to be a huge advantage for Matt Crafton. Connor Zilish also made his way to pit road as well. So I think it's a good gamble by these teams that came to pit road. And they always have the option of putting the tires back on that they took off. Obviously, that was the last set of new tires that these teams put on. Connor Zilich right there in the 7, as well as Matt Crafton. But again, they have those tires that don't have a lot of laps
after
on them
3.
that they
we blew the lead.
be able to put on later on.
There's that set of tires that came off Matt Crafton, Amanda mentioned. Save those for later, clean them off a little bit in case they need them.
Yeah, it'll be at a disadvantage, though, against new tires, but it won't be like
4
they'll
tires
have 60,
and a tank of gas.
laps
Good
on
to
them
go,
when
Matt
somebody else,
Crafton.
when all the other teams put new tires on.
Yeah, we have very few green flag laps on these tires, so I get it. You know, you want to mix it up and do something different, but I don't know about that.
Well, next Saturday, it's Baseball Night in America on Fox as Showtime Shohei Ohtani leads the Dodgers against Paul Goldschmidt and the Cardinals. Or it's a battle of division leaders as the Guardians take on the Brewers.
New tires are a must
It all
here,
begins
especially
next
here,
Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Keep on hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 300 likes.
Area.
Love for you to get
Again,
some more
I've
likes
talked more
for us.
baseball the last 2 days than I ever have.
Breed's still pitching.
Exciting times.
Who would have ever thought MLB at Bristol Motor Speedway?
I'll tell you, Chipper Jones, champion baseball player. I mean, just a standout. I mean, people like me that don't watch baseball all the time know Chipper Jones.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to interview him yesterday at the big announcement at Bristol Motor Speedway. He was so pumped up, checking out everything.
As well,
and he
y'all.
got to ride around the track. So Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain were giving some lap rides.
that's
so
cool.
his eyeballs were huge. You see the speedy dry going down on the racetrack. So we're going to step aside, but we will be back and we'll drop that green flag, hopefully, for more laps this time.
Yeah. That will be a blast. Baseball at a racetrack. Yeah, it should be fun. Reds, Braves, August 5th, I believe it is. It's on a Saturday, if I looked at it right, which doesn't make any sense because they said they're only doing 1 game, which I would think, I guess they don't want to do 3-game series because they would have to sell that place out. It just wouldn't be worth it. But yeah, should be fun. I'm going to try to go at least to that game. I've been to the football game there. I would love to do the baseball game too. So definitely going to try to go to the Braves game. Plus, I'm a Braves fan. We do Braves baseball here as well, guys. Play-by-play. At least 2 to 3 games a week. We did 2 this week. I don't know. 2. I don't know. 3. We did 3 this week. We did 2 Brewers games and the Colorado game on Friday. So if you like Major League Baseball play-by-play, come on, hang out with us. You'll love what we do. We do MLB 3D Game Day, plus some audio. Last night I just called it without audio, which was actually kind of fun. It's August 2nd. Thank you, Jake. August 2nd. 355 watching, 214 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like. That's right. Price of admission. It's free. Everything's free here, y'all. Free to watch, free to sub, free to like. The only thing that's not free is a membership and a super chat. Thank you so much again, Brian, for the $20 super chat. You can hit that the money button next to your chat button, which will bring up for you to pay for a membership for 99 cents. There's $1.99 and $2.99 memberships, and there's super chats. We also have Venmo and Cash App if you'd like to show your appreciation. So Bristol can basically have a lot of events in it and can have NASCAR, baseball, and football, Monster Jam. I've been to a concert there, so it's been fun. Really cool. Bristol Motor Speedway, baby. It's Bristol, baby. Gotta love that. And I always liked Bristol because going to Bristol because then they bring out what's his name. Let's get ready to rumble. Next August, Ricky. Next August, 2025. So true, Bristol. That's right, man. They do everything, bro. They do it all. Oh my God, I just saw it down there briefly. It's happening again, CeeLo. The Braves and Rockies are 5-5. Just saying. I know, man. I know. Bronny, I turned Bronny into a Braves fan, which is cool. Bronny's been joining us for baseball too. So, Bronny's a good dude. Always there hanging out like hours before the chat, talking to people, getting the chat going. He's awesome.
About 75 laps to go here. Let's get some updates from
Bristol's a modern-day Coliseum. It is. It's the last. Can you show the truck race so I can see it? Thank you. Go 38. Lindsay cannot do that.
Position to make the postseason.
We can just let you listen
Still
to audio.
a lot of racing left. So what are you telling your driver about finishing this thing off?
Yeah, he's in a really good spot right now with our truck. He's really happy with it. You know, we just got to maintain track position.
Daniel
here,
Dye.
and, as the caution laps run here, we're just trying to figure out what to do. Have another set of tires sitting here to see what the cautions do. But I'm really proud of this team tonight. They have fought really hard. He's fought really hard. Like I said, his restarts are impeccable. He's just doing good, man. And we're just got our fingers crossed here, and hopefully we get this spot.
43 team in good position right now, Amanda.
We're going to go live 4:30 Central, y'all. 4:30 Central.
Keeping Tanner mentally inside of this process.
Yes, there'll be cameras tomorrow.
With this last part of this race, how can you continue to dig out?
I appreciate it, Bronny.
I mean, anything's possible at this point. We fought really hard there. Got the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap. We kind of scratched and clawed our way back up to 18th. So, I mean, anything's possible, if he gets caught up in a wreck or there's more cautions and we put the tires on at the right time. So, I mean, whatever's meant to be will be at this point. We've scratched and clawed a lot of our season. We've been behind like that early in the race. We found a way to manufacture a finish.
Tim.
So nothing says we can't do it right
Daniel
here.
Dye, 43. He's got 17 to the good.
They're going to grind it out tonight, and that's exactly what this team
know.
has done, guys.
Xfinity was off this week, Daryl.
Well said by Jeremy Dunley as crew chief. As you see it there on the left side of your screen, 17 points below that cut line for Tanner Gray. So a lot of racing, guys, still to go. I mean, a couple more laps under caution. You're looking at maybe 71, 72 laps to go.
And that really gets us in a window that maybe, as we see the chews going
You're
on
welcome,
right now,
Tim.
maybe these trucks don't stop under green. Remember, Ty Majeski ran the entire stage caution-free.
Ben Rhodes, Infinger, Ankrum, Eckes,
with 4 laps to
Heim,
go. Well,
Riggs.
we only have 74 laps to go, and what we've had, maybe 5 to 10 green flag laps. I don't see these drivers pitting under green because we've run so many caution laps, and now we're so close to the end of the race.
And before the race started,
they did it
they would
in the spring race. They
under
were
green
here
in this final stage. Now that's out. I don't
So
know
the trucks
if you
weren't
feel.
here
I
in
don't
the
think that's part of
spring.
the plan anymore.
Xfinity's not here in the,
Just
in the summer.
too few of laps to go to make all that distance up.
This race has been a little bit different than the last couple of races here at Richmond.
And it has a chance to get a little bit different yet.
Extra rest.
With
Yep.
this
4
very
weeks
next
off.
restart, we've seen how
Pretty much
crazy
4
this
weeks
gets.
off for the Xfinity drivers.
Remember,
and I guess if y'all didn't hear,
Zilic back there outside the top
SVG's
20
crew chief is
on
gone.
those fresher tires. We'll see how that.
All right, here we
plays out
go.
as
Green
we
flag.
run toward the
Infinger.
So to
Ben
recap,
Rhodes
Christian Eckes
leading
has
them
led the most
down.
laps tonight, 64. He won stage 1. Grant
Yeah, I'll be
Infinger
doing the
won
race tomorrow,
stage
Tim.
2.
They'll be up tomorrow tonight.
Here we go, green flag, biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing, boys!
Chose the outside once again. See him fanning out every single time that 11 truck tries to make
Infinger.
it work. Look at Ben Rhodes taking a peek, trying to lead here for the first time tonight, side by side with Grant Enfinger.
Ooh, trucks bouncing off the wall. Look like 2, 3, maybe even 4 trucks
Come on,
got into
Eckes.
the wall off for turn 2.
I think that was Taylor Gray that in that JBL number 17. You can see the Goodyear's rubbed off his tires. He hit the wall off too.
Raja Karuth
I'm sorry
on the
about that,
move.
everything racing.
As Ty Majeski in the 98 gets around him, picks up another spot for Ty. He goes into 7th.
Daniel looking low on Raja.
Rain?
Here comes
All right,
Lane
let me
Riggs
check.
in that yellow truck.
Trying to get underneath the 99 of Ben Rhodes. That's a battle for the 3rd spot.
Lane's just been getting better and better all night long.
Crafton
Remember,
up to
a win and
19.
you're in. He's a full-time driver. Lane Riggs, if he could get up there and win this thing, there they are in the playoffs.
We talk about the bubble, all around the bubble, the guys above the bubble, below the bubble, but as you mentioned, there's 17 or 18 drivers.
I think it's
below
all
the
right.
bubble
I think
that
we're
are
going to be okay.
eligible to go and make it to playoffs if they can get to victory lane.
There is some rain north of them.
7 at Connor
But I
Zillage
think
had a
we're good.
restart violation.
It's going to mess up that strategy by those new tires. Trouble
Connor
for Connor Jones.
66. Slow. Is there a caution?
Stay green for now, but I don't think
if he stays on the racetrack,
come on.
he's not going to make it
Connor
around
Jones
unless he
is
makes
going
the hard
slow.
left-hand turn here when he gets to the end of pit road.
Will he make it? Here comes the leaders.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
They're going to stay green. He'll stay on the bottom.
Staying green.
And now
Oh,
the
there it is. Caution.
waves. 7th time tonight.
Gosh.
gave him every chance to get that thing fired up, but it didn't happen for Connor.
He just needed to make it right there to take the left onto pit road, but obviously down on power, couldn't make it.
T-Sport 66, Connor Jones.
Right? Yeah, I think he stayed on the lead lap, so that's going to be a huge break for him. He got that penalty. Let's see if we can see what happened.
You can't pass, can't pull out a line until you're across the start-finish line is the rule.
So Taylor Gray got the penalty?
There he is.
There he is, diving down. Must have been something we couldn't see because he was down there, but probably started there a little bit prematurely.
Yeah, you have to stay in line till you get past the start-finish line. And with those new tires, he probably had such
Snack of the
had a
night.
steam going.
I'd say he had a
I don't
smile
know,
on his
Taj.
face, too,
They
with all the
like
grip
Bronny
he felt
said,
when he
it's-
matted the gas on that 7 truck.
No one said anything.
You see him pushing the 66 back toward pit road.
See that Silver Hair Racing development team on the
I guess it's
right
the
side
7
and left side of the
that
7
jumped
truck.
to restart.
Maurice and Laura Hull own that team. They're there today. Big part of the development of Connor Zillage getting him to this point.
67 to go.
Seems like every time we talk about Connor Zillage, we talk about William Swallich, and I'll be darned, right there he is again. It's kind of like Corey Heim and Christian Eckes.
Corey Heim's trying to make something work every single restart. Trying to jump to the inside and make some hay. Will anybody pit here?
I think it's not going to help, but if you want to, you can go for it. Corey Heim hadn't had a great truck, but he's on pit road. There you see
Raja Caruth
Raja's with him as well.
Snack of the night.
These
for
drivers
you.
thinking maybe that we won't go back. Oh, get another caution flag.
Josh?
As you're looking at Corey Heim get a little adjustments on his truck, getting those
Yes,
four
he
tires.
is. He's running
He
FedEx
was honest
tomorrow,
earlier
Doug.
today in a conversation and saying that short tracks just really haven't been my thing. Neither has this place, but he's just hoping that he can get the truck to fire off better, Josh.
For Raja Caruth, that was his best run of the day. Had himself battling inside the top 10. They elected to come down to fuel up and get those 4 tires.
We'll see what the fresh tires do this time.
Caruth
We have
in for
about
4 tires.
64 laps to go.
We've only had about 15 green flag laps since lap 30 when Enfinger and Eckes and most of our trucks running up in the top 10 came to pit road.
And I would venture to guess half those laps, Phil, of the 15 weren't up to speed.
Maybe half of a lap at
That's
speed
exactly
or
what I'm
something.
saying. So 7, 8
When
laps.
is the leaders going to come
probably
into
at the
pit?
most, so. But you know, if you
Let's take
need
a look
an
at the
adjustment,
gas.
I think we saw him working on the left rear of a couple of those trucks. Maybe you just need that adjustment, and you think this is a great time to
No,
get
yeah,
it and see
the
what
leaders
happens.
are fine for
Corey Heim
gas.
said, I can't win the race. I'm not good enough to win the race like it is now. Let's try to mix it up a little bit. He's in a great position with 5 wins already this year. Let's mix it up. Maybe I'll catch people. We'll have a little bit fresher tires, and maybe it's going to work.
Leaders are fine for gas.
We talked about Zillage. It'll be the tail end of the field for this restart because of that penalty for moving out of line on the restart.
Caught a real break because of that
7
caution
cautions
flying.
tonight.
Here you see Tanner Gray. He's currently 21st, but he took advantage of pitting. But if I'm him, I'm going to do just the opposite of what Daniel Dye does and try to make sure that I'm on a different page because he's got so much ground to work to make up.
Yeah, Daniel Dye right now last pitted on lap number 130. So even though we haven't that many green flag
I guess
laps,
so. I
think
mean, they
he's
got
gambling
plenty
that
of fuel.
possibly we won't get another caution flag, and we certainly have seen this racetrack provide a lot of racing without caution flags. We haven't seen that tonight, though.
So you look at
Go
the cutoff
Connor
right there,
Hall,
Daniel
Hampton,
Dye,
Virginia. 18 wins again.
Good. In 8 years of the playoffs, the cut
You're
line
working
has
on a
never
FedEx
changed
joke,
in
Doug?
the
Okay.
final race. And if it stays as it is
Hey,
now,
Eckes, there you go,
it'll be the
Larry.
first time
P2.
somebody has raced their way in below the cut line.
There's the 43 of Daniel Dye. Going to restart in the running 8th, but I think I saw him take the bottom line.
Yeah, he gave up a row, I think,
There's
to
the
take
second half,
bottom
guys,
line.
if you
He's
guys
going to
wanna
be
see
inside row number 5.
And there's a lot of squeezing going on in that bottom line.
Tanner Gray in trouble. He is in P20.
Big old Toyota Tundra pace truck, isn't it?
To get some
Leading
spots
the way.
here.
That thing looks like it's boss.
Pretty stout.
Yeah.
All right there.
So is that 9
23
truck,
on the lead lap. 23 trucks on the
Taylor
lead
Gray
lap.
is our leading Toyota right now, running in the 7th spot. That 17 truck on the inside row 4.
That would be...
Here we go once
We'll
again.
have to see
Brandon
that.
Finger to the outside. Christian Eckes on the inside. What can they do this time around? Get a little squirrely behind him. That's Lane Riggs. 3, 4 wide. Somebody's sideways back there.
Look at Corey Heim taking advantage of those new tires, made it 4 wide.
Finger back to
Down
the
1 and
lead.
2.
Look at that mess.
There's Corey again, moving around the 17 of Taylor Gray.
Oh, and there's a squeeze play.
Almost
Jake
wrecked.
Garcia into the side of Connor Hall, I think that was.
Okay, those new tires seem to be working for Corey Heim, that 11 truck.
Here comes Heim time.
Trying to make his way to the outside of Stuart Friesen, not going to have room there. That's Majeski that he's going by.
Jeski
in the 6th spot.
really
Here
hasn't
comes
done
Corey Heim on
anything.
the outside.
He's in P8. But Heim is coming with those 4 tires,
Picks up
y'all.
the spot, moves past Friesen.
Here comes Heim.
Friesen hanging tough on the bottom.
So far,
Golly.
I'm liking this move by Scott Zipadelli to put tires on that 11
I know they
truck.
made 1 lap without
He hasn't
caution.
had a great truck all day long. In practice, he wasn't great. Watch this squeeze
There
play.
you go, Justin G.
Look at that. 4 wide off turn 4. Are you kidding me?
Justin G, do you watch play-by-play with
Hall does
JJ?
a nice job.
Come on, Eckes, that's right.
Using
Tim.
all the room he had on the
Oh,
lap
no,
to
sorry.
keep him making hard contact with the outside, but just barely scraped the outside wall.
Keep hitting that subscribe button, y'all. Sorry about that. Thank you, DJ.
Majeski's now working over Stuart Friesen on the bottom of the racetrack. See Lane Riggs just ahead.
E5 for
Ty Dillon
Heim.
right behind him in the Rackley truck.
Top 10 run for Ty. Good.
Yeah, he
good
does
run.
Phillies play-by-play,
Daniel Dye has
Justin.
given up a few spots. He's in 10th now. Meanwhile,
good buddy of mine.
Tanner Gray trying to move his
Heim
way
around
forward, back
Ankrum.
in 16th.
P4.
Whoa,
Yeah,
a little shoving
noob.
there.
I know.
Majeski got into the left rear quarter of the 38 of Lane Riggs.
You think Majeski's finally gone to the
It
whip?
was time to go.
Yeah, Majeski's Riggs is going around Majeski now.
Brandon Finger with about a 1.5 lead over Ben Rhodes. We're going to step aside. You won't
Why
miss
are
a
you
thing
going to
as we
another
go side by
caution?
side.
I mean, why are you going to a commercial? Oh my gosh. Enfinger, Rhodes, Eckes, and then here comes Corey Heim. Does Heim bump a little Eckes to get revenge from Indianapolis? That would be funny. How many laps has the 19 led? The 19 has led 65 laps. Enfinger's got 69. Majeski's got 51. The 25's got 4, and the 17 has 5. We have 7 cautions. We have 23 cars on the lead lap. Nick Sanchez, they're on 23rd. So there you go. We're in stage 3. I got you, Justin G. Well, just in case if you couldn't watch the game somewhere and you're out and about and you can't watch it, good friend play-by-play with JJ can take care of you. Ty wins, Kevin says. We'll see. Mark says, good man, Justin G. We're watching on side-by-side. Here comes Crafton. Crafton in P11. Come on, Matt Crafton. Remember, the guys who are on fresher tires are going to move through the field a little better because these other guys are on old tires. Remember what happened in that first stage, or is it the second stage, when these guys were coming through? Still green here. 53 laps to go. Ty, what a great name, but I want Eckes. See how this goes. Ozona homer, nice. Tires or track position, CeeLo? Tires. Tires. Just look at Heim. He's in P2 now. He got 4 tires and fuel, and he's coming. Heim. Look at Swalwich in the P1 in P12. CeeLo, who knows drive here? Tire staying, you fall like a rock. That's right. All right, back to the commercial. Off the commercial now.
50 laps to go here from Richmond Raceway. Things are heating up. Grant Enfinger continues to lead.
Yeah, keep hitting that light flood for us.
Playoffs at our last race in Indianapolis, but he's looking for his first win of the season. Now we have 2 spots remaining in the playoffs.
Some of these crew chiefs took a chance. Scott Zeppedelli early and said, we're going to bet there's not going to be another caution. With all the action we've seen, that's a pretty big bet. But right now, the 11 truck is taking advantage of those fresher tires. Although at just a few laps, Phil, we've talking during break, they have cycles on them, and sometimes that slows down the speed of the tires.
So this is the battle.
Heim full-time Cup Series next year? I don't know.
Who's in, who's out? Tanner Gray's continuing to move
See if
forward.
we can get
Daniel
to
Dye
300 likes. We're at 222.
Points separating these two.
Yeah, a little pressure.
Hit that like button for us.
Good call.
Hit that subscribe.
To bring the pit road as Raja gets a little bit loose.
3 more to 18,450.
He's going to be able to make that pass.
Raja on those fresher tires. We see Stuart Friesen off the pace on the back straightaway.
Everything Racing says Enfinger's got this.
Watch this out of your screen. Watch the 71. A little bit of contact with the 43 of Daniel Dye, and then he gets a little bit sideways as he tries to get down in turn number 1.
First time we've seen Daniel Dye outside the top 10 tonight. He's had a really strong effort, running top 5 most of this race.
Still keeping Tanner Gray behind him, and that's
Enfinger
the
in
goal.
the lead. Heim second and a half behind.
Now we have every crew chief on pit road other than Corey Heim's crew chief and William Sawalich's crew chief and Tanner Gray's crew chief wanting a caution flag right now to put some fresh tires on these trucks, as Zilich is going to make his way around the 43 of Daniel Dye as well.
Hayden Honeycutt there in the 45, hadn't mentioned his name much, but he's fought his way into the top 15 here late.
Good battle right here. Ben Rhodes, the 99 on the inside. His teammate, Ty Majeski, the 98 on the outside. That is a battle for third. Here comes Majeski.
Did you guys see the P3? What? He just came out of nowhere.
He's really conservative as he got behind earlier with a penalty on pit road. Has been able to work his way through the field.
As you can see, left side of your screen in our pylon, he's 5 seconds behind Grant Enfinger, but more importantly, 4 seconds behind Corey Heim, who has fresher tires than he does.
Doug.
There's your chicklets showing you the 5 fastest speeds. Heim a little bit quicker that last time by than Enfinger.
Exactly, right? If that's what he looks like in his jockey shorts, I don't want to know. Got to root for the 98. What a rebound.
4th fastest of the top 5.
Heim's the fastest. Majeski's the second. Caruth
bounce all over the place.
And Zilich are the 4th. Enfinger's the 3rd.
Caution flag changes everything.
See the Gray brothers running nose to tail. But it's older brother Tanner.
Take a look at the fuel here for these
in
guys.
front of Taylor.
I really like this move by Tanner Gray and his team. As you mentioned, let's
Grant
switch it up a
Enfinger
little
going to
bit.
have
They
to
came
pit.
and put tires on. And
These
you
guys
see
are going to
him
have to
making
pit
moves,
eventually.
Trying to get by the 45 of Honeycutt, making his way towards
1,
the
3,
43 of
4,
Daniel Dye.
5, 6, 7.
Daniel Dye just ahead in that bright
Have
red
to
truck.
pit. They're about
Racing
half a
between
tank
those
of
two
gas
as
left.
Gray works over Honeycutt.
Those 13
Who's the best
stage
driver in
points
this
that
race?
Daniel
Your
accumulated
opinion?
Tonight, they're going to pay huge dividends, I think.
It's an insurance
Heim and
policy
Eckes
that
are
he
talented.
Really desperately needs.
Majeski
He's still
too.
worried about that 15 truck, I'm sure.
It's just
but he
those
has that
3
insurance
guys.
that
I mean,
we spoke
Crafton's
of,
an
Phil.
OG, but he's kind of older.
We talked earlier in the race how this place is notorious for long green flag runs.
Lloyd says Majeski.
A bunch of cautions, and those cautions were enough to get opportunities to a couple crew chiefs to take a chance. It's a big chance. Caution flies, they're cooked, but we'll see how it goes down.
So out of the fastest driver, who's the best driver? Like I said,
Tanner Gray.
Yep, trying
you
to
got
make
your
a move on Honeycutt.
Eckes, Heim.
Going to pick up this spot for 15.
All those guys in the top 5 are good.
See his brother looking on. Look at those brake
Lloyd
rotors
says still
glowing red.
Majeski.
Operation 300.
So Daniel
board,
Dye is now
15
plus
for
10
Tanner Gray.
past the cut line, and Tanner Gray is minus 10.
Christian Eckes and Ben Rhodes battling for the 4th spot.
Grant Enfinger now has led the most
yours is
laps of the
Swallow
night,
in the
87
one,
and counting.
P8.
Christian Eckes led 64 laps tonight. Wasn't
39
real happy
to
with his
go.
car earlier today, but started on pole.
That is your battle for the lead right there. Corey Heim has closed it down to about 5 truck lengths behind Enfinger.
I guess these guys with all these cautions are going to make it.
Every lap. But he seems to be faster than the 9 of Grant Enfinger about every lap.
You know who is the fastest truck about every lap, and that's
He
Tom
wins when I'm
Majeski.
pulling for the old guy.
You think
Thomas
he went
says.
to the whip, huh?
I think he did. I think it's time to call on that Ford.
Remember, he was 5 seconds behind just a few moments ago when we talked about it. Now he's 3.5 seconds behind.
And again, last time by, the fastest truck.
So our leader, Grant Enfinger, remember, he last pitted on lap 130. Corey Heim last pitted on 184. Majeski behind him, lap 130. Different strategies.
That interval from first to third, as you can see, Corey Heim starting to look around a little bit. Moved up the hill there, seeing if he can
And someone
find some
said
grip to
Craftsman
deal
was
with
the
Grant
OG.
Enfinger.
I think Majeski would love to see Grant Enfinger hold off Corey Heim for a number of laps and allow him to close that gap a little bit.
Corey Heim has yet to lead tonight. Certainly the best position he has been in. He's breathing down the neck of Grant Enfinger.
There's Majeski right there in third. Just a little bit over
36
3
laps to
seconds
go.
behind that 9 truck of Enfinger.
Last time by, Majeski again, fastest truck. These two have got some racing to do here at the front, though.
We bragged about Majeski and his patience, and we ran out of patience before he did. We said, why is Majeski not going any farther towards the front?
He's closing on him. Grant Enfinger trying to hold off Corey Heim. Across the start-finish line into turn 1.
Majeski's
I need
got
a
it
caution,
under 3
Billy
seconds
says.
now.
Working their way around this lap traffic.
Spencer Boyd pulls over, gives them room. Wow. Grant Enfinger leading this race, and knowing what's coming from behind, it's got to be a tough position to be in.
Within reaches now, side by side. Enfinger,
Can't get it done
Heim.
there. Ty Majeski back about 2.7 seconds. Look at this
And he's
battle
dropping
for
that
the
88.
lead. 33
Titans
laps to
won,
go
nice.
at Richmond.
Grant can send it in there with Heim, but he just seems to lose a little bit in the center.
lot of
Not
us
that
need a
time,
caution.
though. Used the top groove and pulled away from Heim.
You see if Corey tries to make his way to the outside. You see Grant down on the bottom.
It's not a
because
big
Corey's
track,
not
no,
close
Thomas.
enough to make that move.
Shout out to Lane Riggs, another solid run on the short track. We know that's his bread and butter, and he's done a nice job tonight. Currently running in the 4th position.
Yeah, just got around Christian Eckes this last lap to grab that 4th spot.
Just behind the 19 is the one of Williams.
Half a tank of gas for Enfinger. Heim is good to go.
Making the most of this.
That's a great job by William. We know he's a very talented young racer. Got Ben Rhodes, Tyler Ankrum, Matt Crafton all behind him.
Yeah, much like the situation with Corey Heim, a little bit fresher tires pitted on that same lap. Probably going to be able to be enough as Corey Heim is going for
I'm
the
going
lead.
on the inside.
To the inside. He gets
And
it
we
done.
have,
Enfinger fights back,
Enfinger,
but
we have a
no,
new leader.
Corey Heim will take the lead for the first time tonight.
I think it cost that
Say
lap truck
goodnight.
with Mason Massey cost Graham a little bit of momentum.
Oh, it's okay, Christy.
That allowed Corey to get.
The cool thing about
his
YouTube,
inside.
you can go back and watch it.
See it there.
New
30 laps
leader.
to
Let
go
me
from
see
Richmond. We'll
those
step aside. You won't miss it. We're
11s
going
in the
side
chat.
by side.
Heim, the leader, as we go to another commercial. And Heim, he's good to go, y'all. Unless there's a caution here and they don't get to pit. And then it's going to be a little interesting to see because Heim's been on those tires for a little bit if he doesn't pit. So Heim, let me see those 11s. Heim time in P1. I told y'all, Georgia Shine said. I told y'all. I see a Honeycutt slow down there where he's from. I'm fine with Heim, Tim says. And take a look at the scroll of the thing here. Here's your lap down cars. All right. This should be interesting to finish. Is there going to be a caution? Yes or no? Yes or no in the chat. Is there going to be a caution? As we're on 84 laps complete. Uh-oh. Caution. Just like that. Caution. Oh. Just like that, a caution. Not sure who it was. You jinxed it. I did. The 45. The 45. Who is that? 45. Or maybe there's a 46. Thad Moffitt. 46. Thad Moffitt. Rex. So we have a caution. And now it's going to get good. Or was it Caden Honeycutt? Okay. Sorry. All right. Now it's going to get good. Everybody said yes. All right. Now, Aiden Honeycutt looks like he spun. Now, the question is, if you're Heim, do you pit? Thanks for getting us to 18,450, by the way. And hit the like button. I'm not sure where we're at in the likes. Let's see where we're at. We're at 228. So we'll see if we get to 250 in the likes. That'll be our Friesen, Slow, and Honeycutt. Heim is not the best position anymore. So let's see what happens here.
Road, we had an issue with Caden Honeycutt.
Went around in turn 4. This is going to be fun to watch. Pit stops.
Almost everyone's coming to pit road.
Pits are open.
Yeah.
So does that, the advantage is gone for Corey Heim?
Totally gone.
No, it's the other way now.
It's a disadvantage now.
He's staying out. No, he's coming down. He's going to put on those
Here we go.
tires he took off. But we know how important
Taylor Graves staying out.
Big advantage for Grant Enfinger, Ty Majeski, but they got to nail the pit stop. No mistakes.
Sorry, y'all.
Majeski, we saw him with a mistake earlier. Amanda.
You'll take a look at the 11 pull into his pit box. He was talking to his crew chief, Scott Zipadelli, ahead of this stop and said, guys, we tried everything we could. They took that gamble and took those tires last time ahead. That's how Corey was able to charge to the stop. Josh, what are you hearing on Grant?
This is the pit stop for the win right here.
Just losing the lead to the 11. We're hoping these tires will give him what he needs to get that lead back and go for the win.
I'm Majeski.
He needs a win, and he needs a slight adjustment to get him what he needs to get into the postseason.
Whoa!
Two tires.
Two tires for Solowich.
Had a fast truck, and he didn't have as
two
many
tires
on
for
those
the
left
one.
sides as some of the others. Now he'll
Everybody
be a
else
little bit
four.
disadvantage with those two tires. There's the race off pit road by a long shot. Grant Enfinger is a lead truck off pit road with 4 tires.
No, 46 is not.
Fresh tires too.
Yes.
Hope Taylor Gray wins.
Sticker
Don't
tires.
think it's possible, but he
That
deserves
just makes
it.
me want to go fast, Phil.
44 laps to go. 23 laps to go. Sorry, 23. And 2 tires by the one.
We're under caution.
Oh, Stefan.
Stefan and the 45 of Honeycutt get together. Don't know if maybe they got down
Stefan
on the corner
Parsons
side by
and
side.
Honeycutt.
They were racing for the 16th position, I think.
All right. See what happens here.
This is going to be another thrilling restart. Varying strategies.
Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you're coming in.
Tires,
Subscribe to the
tires.
channel.
We knew we would talk about them all
We'll be
night
doing
long.
the Cookout 400 tomorrow right here.
I think most of our field right now, most of our lead lap trucks have 4 brand new sticker tires. We know that Corey Heim doesn't.
Can he hold it with 2 tires? That's the question. Everybody else got 4 behind him. Where did the old guy come out in the pits?
Zilich is probably
8th.
Put some used tires back on. Some of those, all those people that stopped around lap 185 or whatever.
I think Matt Crafton is another one of the trucks that
I think you're exactly right.
Did that.
You guys see the playoff cutoff right now? Had it up there briefly.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's Nick Sanchez.
What's wrong with this?
Nick Sanchez.
Something wrong with the left front? Is it down?
8 cautions, thank you.
See if he can get going before the field comes back around so we can stay on the lead lap.
Amanda, what's going on?
Yeah, he was just telling his team this has been happening all night. He said that the clutch
Ah, Steven, it might be a sitting duck.
Hey, the truck is coming behind
2
you.
tires to 4.
We'll take a look at it.
Tough break for Nick Sanchez. Makes it into his box. Take a look at it.
See the field going by, though, so he will be a lap down.
Under the hood they go.
So Nick Sanchez on pit road with the hood up.
It's a hydraulic clutch, and see if that maybe that is out of fluid.
How good does that win in Daytona feel right now for Nick Sanchez?
Good. Sanchez, I mean, Charlotte doesn't feel bad either.
Just knocking it out right off the bat.
Please,
I mean, since February.
That gets back in 5th.
Knowing you're locked into the playoffs that early in the season takes a lot of pressure off, and he's had a great season.
Oh, my goodness.
Consistency, it's been amazing.
So James, now the cutoff, +1 for Daniel Dye, -1 for Tanner Gray.
Look at that.
Goodness.
Daniel Dye versus...
Don't tell Daniel. Let her ride.
Tanner Gray's... I think he's...
Ronnie says 3 wide, and Heim going to come out with the lead in the turn.
Same strategies of Corey Heim, and a great call.
And Daniel Dye and Matt
Kraft. It would have probably worked for him. Bad pit stop we're hearing for Daniel Dye. Watch this restart.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity,
boogity. Grant Enfinger on those fresh tires on the outside.
Great start by Grant. Was able to stay side by side with Swalich, and he should just drive
Swalich holding his own with 2 tires, but that's where it, yep.
They have contact.
That 2 tires messed him up.
And here comes
Lane and look who it is, Majeski.
Enfinger.
New leader, Majeski.
Incredible tonight. Just the consistency. Top 5 all night long. Right now, he's eyeing the lead.
Grant Enfinger's doing all he can to stay with
Eckes.
The 38.
What happened to Heim?
Dropping back those older tires, Michael. The older, he put tires on probably, but they were used tires.
Yeah, and you can see Daniel Dye is taking advantage of that as Grant Enfinger
Hot
continues to battle
dog.
side by side with Lane Riggs.
Are they still taking bets?
Will Eckes try to take advantage
Show me
of
those
these
90
side by side? A little bit loose, little wiggle by Riggs getting down in the corner.
And he slides up.
Let
and that
me see
opens the
those
door
98s, baby.
Racing tight.
If I can find him.
Eckes opens up the entry, goes high. See if he can get a run off.
98.
To the bottom here. That was his plan. Looks like a pretty darn good plan.
Lloyd says, I'm happy the Rangers beat the Yankees.
Majeski likes all what he's seeing in his rear view
mirror. I don't know why I do this. Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs.
Look at this cut line right here. We just talked about it being 1 point.
Daniel Dye 19 now.
Gray. And the New Orleans for Dye, he's up in the top 10 after that bad pit stop. So nice job keeping cool under pressure for Daniel Dye.
Nice job by Ty Majeski, the leader, with Joe Shear.
Majeski's opened up a second lead.
Just to have a race
it
that
might be
is
over.
Mistake-free. They haven't had it, but they overcome. They've been working on it. They had an uncontrolled
tire
earlier.
I told y'all to watch Majeski.
You guys said he just was waiting and waiting and buying his time. Now he's leading this race, looking to make it 2 wins in a row.
Lane Riggs trying to get past Enfinger for P2.
I think he's going to go heat up that 98.
We've reached our Craftsman 15 laps to go.
15 laps to go.
Battle for second, so close. Meanwhile, Majeski continues to check out over a 2.5-second lead over Grant Enfinger.
He has been, Martin.
Number 3rd at North Wilkesboro.
And for Riggs.
Lane Riggs, best career finish earlier this year.
These guys are fighting these trucks.
Oh, a wreck.
Connor Zilich goes around.
Zilich.
9th caution of the night.
Oh, gosh.
He's running in the 18th position.
9th caution here in Richmond.
That 7 truck.
Yeah.
He was in the same situation, Michael. Remember, we talked about it. He didn't have as fresh tires as the majority of the field.
Ah.
Look at this top 10 right now. Ty Dillon, 7th. Stephen Parsons, 8th. Ben Rhodes fell back to 9th. And Corey Heim, 10th on those scuffed tires.
Keep in that subscribe. Keep in that like button. Trying to get to 250 on the
just
likes.
outside the top 10 and 11th.
Subscribe
Connor Hall
to
doing
our
a great
channel,
job in his
guys.
debut
Join our
right now,
community
running
today.
in the 12th spot. Zilich is going to pull it behind the wall. Too much damage to continue.
See Brian Patty there walking by and surveying things.
What's up, gamer man? Good to see you.
Took a chance and it didn't work.
How many laps on a spin?
Next be
Got
in
12
the
laps
truck
to
in
go.
Bristol.
See if we
We're
can take a
definitely
look
going
at
to
what
before our
happened. You
green
see
white
right
checker.
there, they're already making contact. That's the 32.
I hope
Brett
no more
Holmes on the
cautions, no
inside.
OTs. Matthew
And Connor
says.
Zilich
Well, the gas is
on the
good for
outside, but
everybody.
They were
so.
already together, and
I think
Zilich
that-
was dead sideways.
I think that was loose end for Holmes, and that's just what slid him up into Zilich, and around he went.
Here's another view of it. Was there a little contact maybe from the 77? Possible, just a nudge from
Maybe a nudge, it
from
looked
the
like.
77.
So loose end is
race
right.
fans.
With help.
With help,
Loose
an
end with
assist.
help.
That's a lot of damage to that 7 truck.
Watch for them just bombing shallow.
Yeah, Zillage is done. He put it behind
Yellow's out,
behind the
outside
pits.
wall and 2 inside.
Well, we're gonna have a restart inside of 10 laps to go.
Stuart Friesen, you see there, the 52. He's was one of our bubble boys. And
I got
he's
you.
Currently 2 laps down. Joe Shear Jr. is like, I didn't need that caution.
No.
Going pretty good. Trying to.
Truck
another
races
Hail
don't bring a
Mary
lot
hitter.
of
I like
people.
it.
I do too.
Yep.
Tanner Gray with a different set of tires.
That's easy,
Certainly
Reverend.
wasn't going anywhere
Majeski,
fast.
Heim,
Well
Eckes.
outside of the top 15. Let's hear
And
from
I
our
can't
leaders,
tell you who
crew
the
chief
other one
Amanda.
is.
I got over here, Jamie, and Joe Shear Jr. just
Let's
looked at
see.
me and shook his head.
Hold
and
on.
he said, "What a day!" Ty Majeski has the momentum
Heim,
right
Eckes,
now. How do you finish
Majeski.
this off, Joe?
Well, hopefully there's no more cautions, but
I'd like to say Caruth, but
made bad decision there in the
I
beginning.
think Enfinger.
And we redeemed ourselves, got back. With
I don't
the
think
fast
Nick
truck,
Sanchez
and Ty's
can.
doing a great job. So hopefully,
But Corey
we'll
Heim,
get a good
Eckes,
restart
Majeski,
here
and
we finish it
Enfinger.
off.
I love that. You know, what are you going to do? You don't want a caution, and then here comes a caution. And, you know, getting to
That
be
ain't
down in the
my
pits and watching those
truck.
guys just sweat things out. I'm really thankful Amanda, Josh are down there on the scene getting those emotions that you see from Joe Shear.
LTX says I 1,000% see Caruth getting in the top 8 minimum.
A lot on the line.
Oh, yeah, I believe
Wanna
that,
head
but
into
not the 4.
playoffs, feeling good, strutting your stuff, carrying
All right,
your head
10 to
high.
go. Lights are on the
Well,
pace
those
car
two are
still, so
strutting
it'll
off
be
into the
9,
playoffs. What
8
about
to
the
go
guy
when we
in
go
third?
back.
He's like, give me a chance here. I
At
can go
least 8
playoff
to go.
racing. Lane Riggs, short track ace, has put himself in a position to do just that.
You're right. All the drivers around him, top 6.
Right,
are locked
LTX,
in,
you're
except
right.
for Riggs.
Keep on smashing that like button, as
behind
Pierce
them. There's
said.
Stefan running in
Help
the
us
eighth
get to
spot. What a great job.
250
Chris Carey and
likes,
his guys
y'all.
have done with this Pop Cells truck.
Yeah, they started off practice today with an engine issue, overheating, and didn't get many laps, and was able to squeeze into the field in qualifying, and now he's
No, I
getting all
haven't
the way
seen
to
it.
top 10. That's way overachieving after the way the day started.
Yeah, Chris Carey has
show you.
definitely made that truck better. It was not great. He got lapped early. Got a free
Jerry,
pass.
Matt Mills, Keith,
And,
probably
has this thing up in the top 10. Let's see if
Connor
he can finish it
Jones,
off.
and now Zilich.
I'm just impressed with Stephen Parsons and the drivers
And
like
Nick
him
Sanchez,
that
he's
jump in
14
and out of
laps
the truck.
down.
Not full time. He's a spotter as his regular job, but to be able to stay on top of it, you know, keep that competitive edge, know exactly what he needs with this small team to go compete with the big teams that are there every single week.
Yeah, these guys work extremely hard. Chris Carey, the crew chief, is really the only employee of Henderson Motorsports, but he has some really good people.
No overtime,
around him that he
please.
can
I have
lean on
trauma
when
from
he needs
Nashville.
help. They get a lot of help from Spire
You and me
Motorsports
both,
as
Tim.
well.
I'm a Denny Hamlin
It's
fan.
a great opportunity here for Stefan. Hopefully he can finish it off with a good finish.
You see Lane Riggs has chosen
Yeah,
the
can't
top,
stumble on the restart.
in third, but he went up high. That's an interesting strategy. See what he's thinking and how it plays out.
Going to be 8 to go when we restart.
Here we go. Grant Enfinger on the inside.
Here we go. 9 to go.
Who will it be? 8
Thank
laps
you,
to go
Rodney.
at the line. Green flag is in the air.
Green flag.
Lane Riggs in the 38 wants to make something happen. Look at Daniel Dye ducking to the inside back there.
Will they make it? 4 wide. And they did. Daniel Dye with a daring move here late in the going.
Gosh.
Oh! Almost a wreck by our leader, Grant Enfinger.
Connor Enfinger.
Sideways, and he's still
Majeski.
sideways.
Lane Riggs says, let's go, boys.
Look at the bumping and banging. Christian Eckes makes up a few spots.
Wow.
Majeski to
I
the
thought
point.
Majeski was going to wreck.
17 of Taylor Gray coming on strong. Already clinched his spot.
Wow. What action. What drama.
My heart rate's up.
Guy's going to make the playoffs. He's 14 up.
Ty Majeski, Joe Shear Jr. worked so hard all year. The consistency
Majeski's going to win this thing. 6 laps to go.
They finally get it done at Indianapolis, the last race. I think that's all they really needed. Had a mistake tonight, overcame that, and here they are leading with 6 laps to go.
And my heart rate's kind of coming down now because we sorted this thing out. That was a crazy restart. Great action, great driving by these truckers.
Guys, I just wonder, I look at Ty Majeski. Last year, he led 168 laps, only to lose it at the end when Carson Hocevar got around him with 4 laps
to go.
Maybe a little redemption is in his sights.
These guys haven't sorted this second position out yet at all.
So good.
They're hanging on, slipping and sliding and battling. Look at Lane Riggs. He said, I wonder if there's anything up top. I haven't seen anybody up that high yet.
Meanwhile, Ty Dillon hanging on to an 8th spot right now. Daniel Dye has raced his way back into the top 10, and Connor Hall making his Truck Series debut 10th.
Connor's done a great job all night long.
4 laps to go.
Ty Majeski.
They rubbing or banging.
1 second advantage
Rubbin's
over
racing.
Christian Eckes.
Well, Christian kind of used it up the racetrack there a little bit. Pushed Grant up the hill.
Plus 11 for Daniel Dye.
Side by side for 4th.
Minus 11 for Tanner Gray.
These two drivers have been so impressive tonight.
Taylor Gray and
Everybody
Riggs
has
battling
got their truck
for
straight
4th.
at this point after that restart.
This race has had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's going to win back-to-back,
Strategy,
Tim.
Cautions.
You're welcome, Richard. Had a
Comers
good
and
time tonight. It
goers.
was fun.
You could see once Christian used up Grant a bit, he's been able to drive away from him, so get a little desperate late in the going. That's what Lane Riggs is trying to do now, but look where Gray's going.
If you rub you back.
Grant's been able
2
to make
laps
some
to
good
go
time
for
on that
Majeski.
outside. Coming down for the white flag.
Fast Life Nick
They're gonna
next
go
to
3
the
wide.
Sees the white flag right there.
White
Still
flag
beating
for
and banging off each
Majeski.
other back there for 3rd.
Jeske
Daniel
wanted to see
Dye
that
is going to
white
make the
flag. He's looking at
playoffs,
his mirror
y'all.
Thinking all those craziness going on. No more cautions, please. as
No,
Joe
Tanner's
Shear said.
out. It's Daniel
Ty
Dye
Majeski
plus 12.
has dominated this race a year ago. Saw the win in sight only to lose it. As he makes his way around this racetrack, checker flag in the air.
Dye.
Ty Majeski makes it 2
Congratulations, Ty
and he wins the season
Majeski.
finale.
Hell of a job, buddy. Hell of a job.
Nice work there, guys. Good recovery. Good day. Good step in the right direction. Big picture here, guys. Go run for a championship. Thank you, guys. You guys are all badass.
That's what it's all about. Going and running for a championship.
How exciting. The regular season now in the books. The agony of defeat.
Yeah, great effort, though, all year long by Tanner Gray and his team. I know tonight didn't go like he would have liked, but they certainly put the effort in.
Well, think about how much ground he made up. I mean, he was way behind early and not even competitive. Was able to drive up to the 12th position, gave himself a shot at it.
I don't know, Matthew.
Certainly gave us a great show. Something to watch. He stayed in the hunt. I think made Daniel Dye a little bit more nervous than he wanted to be at some points.
This is Mr. Short.
I was your original pick.
This
Yeah,
is
you go,
2 in a
Kelly.
row for him.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
All right, Thomas.
And guess where
We'll
we're
see y'all
going
tomorrow.
next?
His home track.
His home track.
I wouldn't be surprised to make it 3 in a row, would you, Phil?
Me either. And then Bristol.
Yeah.
He's won at Bristol before. Yeah, this, as you mentioned earlier, this first round really lays out well for Ty Majeski.
Polish victory lap, celebrating the history of
Now,
Alan
Majeski was already in, I believe.
Now Daniel can breathe.
Yeah, Majeski was already in with a win.
That's
so
awesome.
That
Daniel
doesn't
died.
matter.
Look at the big smile on Danny's face.
Who's your pick for the Cup race? Denny Hamlin, Matthew.
I mean, I didn't see this coming 6 months ago, Phil. He didn't get off to a great start this season, but man, they turned the corner at
She's
some
doing pretty
point. He
good.
and Blake
She just got back
Breckenridge
from
really
shopping
have
and
come
stuff.
together, and
You're
they
welcome.
have put some fast
Say
trucks
tomorrow,
on the
yes,
track.
sir.
You see Majeski.
You're welcome, Justin.
Still doing the Polish victory lap, left side of your screen.
shine as
One thing we
always.
didn't mention at
Tim,
IRP.
yes, sir.
That when Joe Shear won
too,
that
Christy.
race, that broke a 3-way tie for second and all-time crew chief wins. And he's going to add another one to it now.
What relief Daniel Dye is feeling right there. Joe Shear and Ty Majeski are just feeling joy from another great win.
Maybe just as happy for
Yeah.
that young man on the right side of your screen.
No one's ever did what he did before, right? No one's ever bumped in the last
First
race
time.
of the playoffs.
First time
That's
ever.
awesome.
That's an amazing stat.
We needed the win, man. We'll
Ty
see you tomorrow.
Majeski,
That's
the
right.
29-year-old from
See if we get the
Seymour,
250 on the
Wisconsin.
legs.
Beautiful Polish victory lap.
It is over.
There's his crew. They're just going to have a
He
party
wins
right there on the
back-to-back
front
races.
stretch.
19,000. That'll be awesome tonight, tomorrow.
He showed so much patience, though.
Yeah, I like
See you
it
tomorrow,
a lot,
guys.
Phil.
You know, again, Michael and I ran out of patience watching him be patient.
It just shows you how smart and how tactful he was in order to understand where he was and how to get where he was going.
And he was very intentional when he decided to turn up the wick.
He went then, didn't he?
Josh Sims, we got a fired-up winner in Ty Majeski.
Talk about fired up. Ty Majeski entering the postseason with 2 straight wins to end the regular season. Given the way this race ended for you last year, where you saw it slip away in the final laps, how does that shape the feeling on this victory back here at Richmond?
Well, it feels good. We've had great Thor Sport trucks here at Richmond the last 2 years, found different ways to lose them. And we tried to do it again tonight, another mistake. We really need to clean that stuff up before playoff time, but so proud of these guys sticking behind me. Soda Sense, local sponsor from my hometown, Seymour, Wisconsin. So cool to see it come full circle. They've been a huge supporter of mine. All our partners, though, Curb Records, Road Ranger, wouldn't be able to do without Duke and Rhonda Thorson. They gave me a huge opportunity a few years ago, and I'm having the time of my life racing for this team. Proud of these Thor Sport Racing guys. We work so hard at the shop. We're proud to do this from Sandusky, Ohio, and we're going to try and bring another trophy back home.
Ty Majeski, your winner at Richmond. Amanda?
Daniel, I'll tell you the story that the team was telling in the booth.
There's
the
Daniel
first
Dye. He
driver
made the
to
playoffs,
bump
y'all.
themselves into a playoff, and we were talking earlier today, and you were saying that what you were feeling was the opposite of Christmas morning. What's the emotion now?
Yeah, it feels a lot better than Christmas now. Man, just the hard work these guys have put
18,450.
in. And like I talked a little bit before the race, it's really good to validate myself and the work that I've been putting in to change up what I've been doing. And oh man, it's so cool to have our champion container 43 in the playoffs. I'm whooped. Like it wasn't easy. It's not an easy racetrack, but just proud of everybody. Everybody's been working so hard and trying to keep me under control and not too freaked out. So man, proud to be here. This is a racetrack I didn't like last year, and I don't like Milwaukee either, but we're headed to Milwaukee. Let's go do it.
Jamie?
Well, I would give the most
I don't like this
improved
track. I don't like the
award
next one either.
to Daniel
Without a
Dye
doubt.
for this
Without a doubt.
season. There's Tanner Gray. A valiant effort.
Yeah,
They
Tim.
worked through some things.
And he
Weren't
had that
thrilled
one
all
wreck,
night long. Didn't
which
give
might
up.
have not made a
Closed
difference,
that gap.
but-
It was so close. Didn't we see it was about a point?
1 point. 1 point.
So Heim, Eckes,
So here it is, the playoff
Majeski,
leaderboard.
Sanchez,
The round
Carruth,
of 10. Moving on.
Infinger,
We'll have a weekend
Ankrum,
off.
Taylor Gray,
We'll
Ben
race at
Rhodes,
Milwaukee.
Daniel Dye.
Look at Corey Heim. All those wins and the stage wins Daniel Dye said, boy, we made the playoffs and we're 40 points behind before we even tee it up at Milwaukee.
Let's break that to him tomorrow, Phil. It's too good of a night for him to roll out.
All right, let's go. We'll hold that back.
Christian Eckes, as we noted earlier, picked up the regular season championship, so good night for them. And he fought to the very end. They were bumping and banging. That was incredible, especially the last 10 laps.
Maybe we tell Daniel Dye he's only 8 points out of top 5. You know?
There you go. Remember, we're going to only trim 2 of them off.
So only going to lose 2, so he's in a good spot.
Let's hear from Tanner Gray, Amanda.
Tanner Gray, who just missed the
Tanner,
playoffs.
you came into this last race of the regular season in that bump stop ahead of Daniel Dye. You know you've been battling through this entire evening. You said you have to grind through it. I see you taking this in. What are your thoughts right now?
We just weren't good enough. All day we just didn't have the speed, didn't have the balance, and I didn't do a good enough job. So really frustrated, and I don't know. When you come into a race where you're on the cut like this, like you just got to be better, and we weren't tonight. So congrats to Daniel. They were better, and they were better coming down the stretch when it mattered. So we just made too many mistakes overall throughout the season.
Brownie?
Too sloppy. So we got to clean it up, and I got to clean up a lot of things on my end, and we just need to be better.
Josh?
Well, Christian Eckes wraps up the regular season championship and a much better performance at Richmond, a runner-up finish than you've had here in the past. How is this team feeling confidence-wise now heading into the postseason?
Yeah, confidence is high for sure. I feel like we're in better position than we were last year, and I thought we were in a pretty good position last year too. So, yeah, just overall proud of the team. We didn't have quite what we needed today. I was just way too tight all race, but overall proud of everybody, and yeah, just ready to get these next 7 races underway.
How important is that regular season championship for this 19 team?
Yeah, the points are good for sure. I've said it multiple times today. I've missed it by, I think, 4 points last year, then 6 points the year before. So any kind of points you can get is definitely crucial when you get to those final rounds. So, yeah, excited about that, but more excited to get this underway.
Christian Eckes, your regular season champion. Amanda?
And your defending winner of last year, the champion in the 2023 season, gets an opportunity to do it yet again. And Ben, you told me earlier today that you thought you had a top 10 truck. You wanted a top 5 truck. How did tonight meet your expectations?
Yeah, it certainly met them. Unfortunately, there at the end, we kind of got shuffled back on a pit cycle, and when some of those guys really had a shot at the win, we weren't there to capitalize on it, so we had to kind of come back through the field. But that was the story all night. We fought inside the top 5 all night long, and then some of these restarts, we get shuffled back, we work our way back forward. But all in all, our Nashville Stampede Ford F-150 was pretty quick tonight. I'm happy with the improvements of our team, and it's not our first rodeo, so we're going to make another
Ben
run
Rhodes
at the
from
championship.
Nashville?
Josh?
Hey, we're Taylor Gray, and the stash, the postseason stash, was here early, but you book your way through to the playoffs.
That'd be a bummer that your brother made it and you didn't.
Full-time season in the trucks.
Yeah, it's a lot. You know, I wish we could have done it last year. Obviously, you know, different circumstances, things like that. But it means a lot, especially these guys. I mean, they work their butts off every week and every day. So it's really for them. And now it's time for me and Jeff to sit down and go race for a championship.
We talk about the way things will change in the playoffs, the intensity ramping up. How are you preparing now to handle that as you head into your first postseason run?
I think just honestly just keeping the mindset cool, right, and kind of brushing things off the shoulder, not getting too antsy about certain things, and being able to, you know, rebound from bad races quickly.
Taylor Gray says he's channeling his inner Brett Moffitt with that mustache, Amanda.
Okay.
Grant, you were at the top of this field for a lot of those laps. I think
Grant
it was
Infinger.
98 was the total of laps led. You are racing in a playoff at the first time for the year with this team. How proud are you of this team?
I've been proud of us all for the last 8 or 9 races. We've unloaded good. Jeff unloaded with a really good Grant County Motors Chevrolet today. Feel like after that second pit stop, he made the right adjustments. Feel like we had, you know, a truck capable of winning. I think on equal tires, equal restart, I felt really good about our chances. Think Jeff made the right calls. Just overall, we kind of got knocked around there with 20 to go or whatever happened on that restart. Felt like I gave him plenty of room and got ran into, tore our left side up, and after that just really struggled for rear grip. So don't know if that was all aero or if we, did some damage to the truck mechanically as well. But yeah, definitely very, very proud of the speed that Jeff has brought to the track. Proud of our alliance with McAnally, those guys, Charles and Christian. Has been fun to run with those guys and to bring some stuff to the table and also
What
help
I
each
think
other.
that Infinger
so it's been
was.
great. Now we got 7 to go.
Yeah, I was about to say
I
that,
feel like
Ricky.
we're
I didn't
building
expect that out of his
momentum
voice.
at the right time. So thank you to Chevrolet, thank you to Champion Power Equipment, and thank you to everybody at the Grant County Motor family. And now it's time to go playoff racing.
Josh?
Well, Tyler Ankrum, another top 10 finish, top 10 in every short track
This
race
is
this season.
Tyler
what does that
Ankrum
feat say
being
for you
interviewed now.
and this team and its confidence heading into the playoffs?
Well, thankfully there's a lot of short tracks in the playoffs. No, we had a pretty good truck tonight. It wasn't a winning truck, but I felt like we pretty much finished where we should have. I'm just proud of all my guys at MHR to get us in the playoffs their first year with this team, and all the work that we had to do throughout the summer and all the bad luck that we had. We were able to pull through it. It feels pretty amazing to be back, to be honest. I've always felt like I was a playoff driver, and so for me to be back in my full strength and with, I feel like, all the confidence in the world, I was just telling Mark, we keep on running top 5, second, third, fourth,
Taylor,
fifth,
he
sixth,
does Xfinity
and we're
too,
gonna get a
right?
couple wins
Taylor
here,
Gray's
and I feel like
Xfinity
we're
as
gonna
well.
we're going to be there for Phoenix.
Ankrum back in the playoffs for the first time since 2020, Amanda.
And Josh, Corey Heim picked up 5 wins in the
Heim
regular
time
season, and now
interview,
we switch
Heim
focus
time.
into these playoffs. Who is Corey Heim as a playoff driver?
Hopefully elevated from where we were. I feel like these last 2 races have been a little bit of a slump for us. I mean, we've had 5th to 6th place speed, but our standards are to go and try to win every race. So I felt like we had a shot tonight. Obviously, just got the caution in the wrong place at the wrong time, but really proud of Scott Zipadelli for trying to make a good call, and I was on the same page as him. Just didn't feel like we were in a position to win, and we wanted to go and try to chase it. So to answer your question, I feel like we're going to be really good. We got a lot of playoff points, more than last year, and I'm ready.
Josh?
Rajah Caruth heading into the playoffs for the first time in your career.
Raj
How are you feeling
Caruth,
about
Billy
this upcoming
Bowles.
playoff run coming off this performance out here tonight?
Yeah, I think we just kind of frustrating to finish there to the end of the night. But I'm just really proud of my HendrickCars.com group. We haven't been improving. I've been trying to improve at short tracks, and it just didn't work in our favor with the cautions and the tire strat. But I think going into the playoffs, I feel really good about going to Bristol, Kansas, Homestead, some really good tracks for me. I know trucks have speed, so thanks to Mr. H, Miss Linda, all the men and women at Spire and Team Chevy for supporting me, and I think we can go make some hay, later into the fall.
Rajah Caruth, part of a really competitive field heading into the playoffs, Jamie.
Well, thank you, Josh and Amanda. Great effort by you, hearing from all of our playoff drivers. We heard from
All
everyone
right.
except for Nick Sanchez, and that's because he had that issue. He exited the race earlier, so he wasn't back out on pit road. Meanwhile, the celebration in Victory Lane.
How you like those hats? Do.
All right, so that is it. Let's go over the lineup really quick, and then we'll call it a day. Ty Majeski gets back-to-back wins after winning at Indianapolis. Christian Eckes, my pick, finishes second. Taylor Gray, third. Grant Infinger, fourth. Lane Riggs, fifth. What a run for him. Tyler Ankrum, sixth. Ben Rhodes, seventh. Daniel Dye, eighth. Ty Dillon, ninth. Connor Hall, 10th. Stephon Parsons, look at that, 11th. Even had a wreck earlier, and he finished 11th. Tanner Gray, 12th. Jake Garcia, 13th. Hayden Honeycutt, he was wrecked as well. He's still in the top 25. There's old Matt Crafton. Man, it would have been nice to see him in the playoffs, but it is what it is. Corey Heim, he dropped like a rock there at that last restart. He finished 16th. Caruth, 17th. Lawless Allen, 18th. All these guys like wrecked or caused cautions in that third stage, finishing the top 20. Timmy Hill, 19th. Chase Purdy, 20th. Brent Holmes, 21st. 22nd, Solich. He had that 2 tires, and that finishes on the last and lead lap. And then your lap down cars, 2 lap down, and then the ones that exited early. And Jerry Bowman finishes last. So, all right, so there you go, guys. The Craftsman Truck Series season is over. They moved to the playoffs. They're off next week, and they will move to the Milwaukee Mile the day after the Daytona Cup race, which will be on that Sunday. So, hope everybody enjoyed the race today. I had a great time. Our first race back. Thank you, Brian, for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Rick, for all the 5 gifted memberships. And let's see. Thank you, Fast Like Nick. Brian with a $20 super chat. Steven LTX subscribed. Taylor Langing and John Thompson and all the private subscribers, we thank you so much. So that'll do it. Congratulations to Ty Majeski. Want to thank my lovely wife, Spain. Braves up 10-8. Olsen homer again. There you go, baby. And we'll see. Thanks, CeeLo. More fun than ever. Awesome, DJ. Thanks to my lovely wife, Spain, for all the lovely wife things that she does. I do love you, baby. And thank you for doing everything you do as I hang out with these guys on the weekends. I want to thank my mods for moderating, my members for giving their hard-earned money, and also super chatters as well, the ones that give their hard-earned money back to me. This channel I'm forever grateful. I want to thank you guys for viewing, because if it wasn't for you to view, there would be no CeeLo. So I'll take a little break here, and then I'll get the stream going for tomorrow afternoon. About 4:30 Central, we'll be live doing our thing. I hope to see you guys there. And remember, big giveaway tomorrow. You want to be in our chat tomorrow. You don't want to not be. Don't miss the opportunity of a lifetime to try to win these 2 VIP passes. Spread the word. Tell everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Cookout 400. Thank you guys so much for everything. And let me find my button here. And I love you guys so much fun to be back with you guys racing. I missed you guys in the last 2 weeks. Until then, we will see you soon. We'll have some fun. Come hang out in the Discord. Say some stuff in the Discord. Let's talk some racing for a little bit. I don't know. Have a good night. Love you. Happy Saturday night, y'all. Have fun. Be safe. And we'll see you tomorrow afternoon for the Cookout 400. My boy Denny Hamlin's on the pole. Let's go.